This episode of The Talking Dads is brought to you by Little Scholars Early Learning Center. Whether your family needs infant care, a preschool program, or before and after school care, Little Scholars' highly rated Step Up to Quality programs provide quality early childhood education at an affordable price. Visit www.littlescholars.net to get in contact with an enrollment specialist and schedule a tour of any of their 5 Lake County campuses. Here's the deal. Talking Dads fans are getting a little bonus right now. Mention that you heard about Little Scholars through our podcast when you tour and receive $25 off your registration fee.
All right. And I could definitely vouch for Little Scholars. I have a son that goes there. He loves it. He's happy every day to go to school. I got to say, it's a great place. Check it out. At least come take a tour.
Again, that's Little Scholars Early Learning Center, where children learn, play, and grow together.
In a world where moms continue to dominate parenting authority and a father's role is minimized in society, 2 dads take on the toughest parenting topics on a weekly basis, all while drinking bourbon. They are the Talking Dads.
What's up, podcast? I am Ian. I got Steve over on the other side of me. We've got Mr. Gary Caluducan, Team IBB Gary. We are the Talking Dads. This is episode number 17, coming to you from the CoLab in downtown Willoughby. Gary, what's up, dude?
Hey, this is awesome.
The voice.
I just got done complimenting these 2 gentlemen about how legit their whole podcast setup is, and I'm very impressed, and this is very exciting, so thank you both for having me here today.
Absolutely, man. Happy to have you.
Awesomeness happens here, so here we go.
We love
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So in a second here, we're going to ask you to do your dad profile, but we like to start out talking about what we're drinking, and actually, you're the second guest who decided to bring some scotch because you're a scotch connoisseur versus the bourbon.
Not a connoisseur whatsoever. I don't know anything about scotch. My brother is a big scotch drinker.
Okay.
And he turned me on to the stuff.
Yeah.
And I like the Glenlivet. I don't know anything about it. It works out for me.
Hey, that's all.
If you like it,
You're going to hear us say this over and over again. Whatever works.
Yeah, whatever.
that is our thing.
So you are drinking the Glenlivet single malt, and we are drinking some Weller's Special Reserve.
Which looks very fancy, by the way.
Oh, extremely fancy.
You know, Weller is
bottle
one of
looks very
those
fancy.
classic names in bourbon. That is actually one of their more standard bourbons. It's so they're wheated bourbons, so they call them a wheater.
Weller the Weeder.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
But it used
Weller
to be
the
that you
wheated
couldn't
bourbon.
find this anywhere. And recently in Ohio, we've gotten blessed with a surplus, and so I've been buying them up. And
Hey,
I
there
like
you
to
go.
drink it. So
Nice.
absolutely. So without further ado, let's get into your dad profile. Tell us a little about who you are, your family, stuff like that.
My name is Gary Caluducan. It's all good. Don't worry
What'd I
about
say?
it. Caluducan. You know,
Yeah,
I've heard a lot of weird stuff over all the years,
Listen.
so no worries.
I would say Rufio.
Okay.
I was going to say,
I'm sure
we're definitely going to get into that. That's going to happen.
Continue, please.
But no, me and my wife Amanda, who is amazing. We have 2 beautiful, beautiful daughters, Quinn and Kyla, who are both named after Batman and Star Wars characters.
Love that.
Quinn,
love that.
Quinn is about to turn 3 in 2 weeks, not even, on the 3rd of August. Kyla just turned 5 months, so it's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's crazy.
Craziness.
That's amazing. It's
2
awesome.
girls.
And then 2 girls, so everyone's like, "Are you gonna try for another one?" And I'm like, "Of course, I want a boy, but you know, it's pretty wild already."
Yeah,
you
it
know?
is. I mean, so I have 2 boys, so same thing. It's like, I know my wife. I would love to have a girl.
Sure.
My wife is dying to have a girl. I don't know if I could do 3 right now. Right now, I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's not something that maybe give me a little time, but
Yeah.
If it happens, it happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know, everything else was somewhat planned.
Mm-hmm.
So you know,
Right.
Yeah, what's the age difference? So 3 in August and 5 months.
yeah,
That's
so
correct. Okay, so
It's pretty crazy.
yeah.
So what's fun is we got married back in 2015
Okay.
in November, and as soon as we got married, pregnant.
Yep.
Like literally honeymoon pregnant.
Yeah.
We were like, holy crap, this is crazy. Like,
Well, that was fun.
Forget traveling, forget all that stuff that we
Throw
were
it
gonna
all out
do.
the window.
Yeah, threw it all out the window. We just bought a house, and then in Eastlake, and so we got the house, we got married. Had a baby immediately, and then we were like, let's take a break, and then boom, pregnant again. I was like, yeah, all right.
So those weren't like exactly planned right off the bat, though.
No,
No.
but yeah. So I mean, I think it was her plan,
Sure.
and then I'm along for the ride.
Exactly.
Yeah, once you're
she was
married,
planning. She
that's
didn't
your
tell you it
plan.
though.
Yeah.
She didn't.
That's okay. It all worked out beautifully. So.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
funny how it works out, though, right? I mean, and really, that's like one of the reasons we started doing this was because you don't know what life has in store for you, and even you make these plans, and then you realize that the reality of it is way different.
Yeah.
And you think, holy shit, how am I doing this? And like we always talked with each other. We're like, hey, we did all the same shit at the same time. Like, we're very lucky.
That's
like,
nice.
We've
Right.
known each other since we were like 4.
Yep.
And
And
to be able to go through all that stuff is awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
But not everyone has that.
No.
So that's our whole idea
That's our
for
stick.
the
Like, we-
Talking Dads.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe some
Somebody
kid-
who doesn't have, like he was gonna say, someone who doesn't know what to expect.
Sure.
Right. So I mean, we were able to bounce things off of each other from day one. You know. So not everybody has that support group, that
yeah.
support system.
Yeah, no, you guys
So-
are very, very blessed, very lucky. That's awesome. Like James and I, we both had babies around the same time,
Right.
And we were both in the same business, so we were really able to lean on each other and just kind of bounce ideas off
Yeah.
each other and be like, how the hell are we gonna do this on 2 hours of sleep? And it's like we just are.
What are
You
your
just
choices, right?
do it.
Like,
Yeah.
it's
And
the
you do it.
alternative.
Right.
And it works out. It's tough and it's crazy, but you just do it.
It's
and
amazing what you can do on
Yeah,
like
you-
2.5 hours of sleep.
Right?
Yeah, you just are forced to become incredibly efficient.
Yep.
With every single second.
Yep.
So it's
Yeah,
pretty
for
cool.
sure.
100%.
Get in a routine.
Yeah.
And you just figure it out.
Very cool. So 2 little girls. That's incredible. My daughter is about to turn 2 next week.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. The 28th. So
2 already.
yeah.
That's so crazy.
So
That's awesome.
it's insane. She recently, quick story, like 3 days ago, learned that she could climb out of her crib.
Oh, she figured that out, huh?
Yeah.
So you guys gonna do the bed? You gonna take it down and
Yeah, I mean, we have to.
Does she do it
figure
every
out
night?
how to- so far, yeah.
so
Like this morning, she did it at 3. Like she woke
did
up.
you put
and-
did you put her bed down to the floor?
No, that's my next.
So
step.
that was I did that the night that Sam climbed out of his crib for the first time.
Oh, did
I
you?
went and
Yeah.
I'm,
It's smart.
he's in there. I'm just in there taking the thing apart, dropped it on the floor. I'm like, you're not doing that anymore. And then like I think the next day I made the bed.
Yeah.
You did great. That's the tough part is the transition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Any transition really.
any
yeah.
transition's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
It's scary for him. It's different, but figure it out. It's fun.
So it's fun.
Yeah, it's
So-
a lot of fun watching her climb out of the crib,
So-
knowing that she can just roam around the house wherever she wants.
In the baby monitor.
No, the first night, I was with my son. We were downstairs. We were watching the Indians game, and so it's like I don't know, 8:45 or something like that. And Sloan had been asleep for half hour, 45 minutes, and we're sitting down there watching the game, and all of a sudden you hear like we have a gate at the top of our stairs.
Okay.
And you hear that
The
close.
clink.
I'm like, there's no way.
The
my
metallic
wife's
sound.
up. Why would she be getting up right now? Because she goes to bed early.
Okay.
And then I didn't hear anything. I'm like, oh, that's weird. And then all of a sudden, Sloan comes downstairs, just jumping up and down, like fist pumping, so happy with herself. I'm
Great.
like, what are you doing? So,
So that's fun. That's
Yeah,
exciting.
Perfect.
so that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
All right, so Quinn and Kyla.
Kyla. Kyla.
So
After Kylo,
Kylo
Ren.
Ren.
Kylo
I like
and
it.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
I like it.
And
And her
Kylo
middle
Ren.
name, Quinn Ray.
Oh, okay.
So I'm paying a little homage to the new Star Wars.
I like
You
it.
know, I know people.
Is your wife a big movie buff too?
No. Well, if we're talking like 90s rom-coms, yes.
Yeah.
But the good movie, no.
She likes movies.
Listen,
I would say
I've
been
movies.
I've been excited for this episode for a long time because I have a feeling we're going to do nothing but nerd out for a little bit.
I'm fine with that.
We can do that for a while.
Yeah.
You know how that
Pretty
one,
well versed.
Yeah, good. I like that. But I mean, we had a little bit of that with for Not My Dad Bod.
Not My Dad Bod?
Yeah, this guy runs he was on our show, but he has his own podcast.
Okay.
And so we went on his podcast, and it's supposed to be like about fitness and like not having a dad bod and everything. And we just talked movies and Game of Thrones the whole time.
It was Endgame.
I'm not ready
Game
to.
of Thrones.
I'm not ready to discuss Game of Thrones right now. I just still upset.
Oh yeah, we
It's
trust me.
understandable.
We
It's understandable. We
really
had
got
2
into it.
years waiting on that
yeah.
last season.
And then we got what we got, and that's
We
all
got
right.
shit on.
I suppose that's all right. Yeah, okay. You can say that. That works.
Absolutely.
It's like when the Indians lost in the World Series. I didn't watch highlights.
I know. I remember that.
I didn't watch one highlight, even the home run. I didn't watch that highlight for over a year.
Yeah, that
I
was
couldn't do
rough.
it. I was so depressed.
That was rough.
Yeah. So that's probably how you feel about Game
Yeah.
of Thrones.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
It's a big build up for no payoff.
for sure.
No payoff. Unlike the Avengers movie, which I hope you feel that way. I don't know.
well, Ian,
Let's just get into it. Let's
want
get
to?
it out
Into it.
right now.
Let me-
Okay, so
I mean, we
Avengers-
might argue.
let's just do this.
Steve, go ahead. Well, you were about to say something.
No,
I
I'm
thought.
saying because I know
Oh.
Ian was a tough critic of the Endgame.
That's okay.
Of Endgame.
Yeah. And I agree with you.
Yeah.
But at first I was kind of like, that was pretty freaking amazing in the moment. And then Ian was like, kind of
Roll
not
up the
what I
sleeves.
wanted.
Let's talk about it.
You're
Let's
the
talk about
guest.
it. You start it.
You're the
Go ahead.
guest.
You start it.
Please give us your Endgame thoughts.
I mean, what is there not to like about 3 hours and 2 minutes in which they just re-released 7 extra minutes with some Stan Lee stuff? So I didn't get a chance to
haven't
go
seen
yet,
that yet.
but
That was
it's
to
got to be
beat
amazing. If you are
Avatar.
able to tie together over a decade of movies, 22 plus movies and shows all together, tie them all up and tell a good story.
It was a good story.
Is
No
awesome.
doubt. It was great. My problem is that it should have been about 6 or 7 hours long and a whole nother film made.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
That's my big point. It's like,
Like Lord of the Rings.
And
sure.
Go on
So here's
forever.
my thing. Is like Infinity War was amazing.
I loved Infinity
Yes.
War.
Was incredible.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so like you had the last of that was the previous Avengers movie, and you had this epic battle scene.
Oh, yeah.
That lasted for like an hour. It was incredible. And then
Multiple
Endgame-
sings going on.
Right.
Because they're fighting Thanos.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then
'cause they have,
meanwhile,
right.
they're at
Wakanda.
Wakanda, and that's starting.
Yeah.
Before Thanos gets it. I mean,
Like
that
it was
frickin'
all
thing
over.
just
It was amazing. And then in between Infinity War and Endgame, they introduced some new characters, or at least just Captain Marvel, maybe.
Yeah, Captain Marvel's getting introduced at that point in time.
I think that was the only one.
Yeah, they already
And by
did
the way,
Wasp
Captain
at that point
Marvel-
in time.
yeah. Captain Marvel, in her movie,
was Superman.
amazing.
Super
Okay.
woman. She's unstoppable. She's just
She's one of the most powerful beings
Exactly.
Correct.
in the galaxy.
Correct.
exactly.
And then in Endgame, I felt like they kind of gave her the short stick. Like,
They didn't have enough time, right?
Right, they didn't have enough time.
And that's
And
to
so
your
then-
point. Yes.
and then Marvel did their thing where they have to, they had to get it all in.
I don't want to talk about that one scene with all the.
With all,
Yeah, no,
but
we
seriously
brought it up
though,
before.
Like
Here comes
some of my
Pepper.
favorite characters are the ladies. Like,
Oh, yeah, I love 'em.
Pepper's amazing, and I honestly I really like the Wasp.
I don't need Pepper
Why
to be
do
in the
they-
rescue armor. I don't
Correct.
need that.
She
I don't
doesn't
need it.
that.
No.
She
I don't
had
need
her role to play, and they just out of nowhere she becomes like more powerful than any of them.
Then
which-
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I mean, like she comes in there.
like what was that?
She's not
Like,
alone. It's like
and
she
again,
doesn't. She could be alone because
And there's
it's-
always going to be things.
again.
There
we
is,
are
it has to
nitpicking
be.
at this point on
Sure.
in a fantastic.
We already know it's
film.
fantastic.
It's amazing.
But here's what you would have improved
Yes.
on. Okay, I get
Yes.
that. So the reason why Infinity War feels better is the same thing as like Empire, right? And Star Wars, it just leaves you on this
Yeah,
like
that's
Yes.
true.
awesome
That's true.
cliffhanger where
because
you're
you
like,
know
I
there's
need-
something after this, and
I
I,
need
have something to
more.
look forward
That's
to.
fair.
Yeah, and
That's
then Endgame is
It's-
like that's it.
Yeah.
This phase is well now it's over after Spider-Man,
Spider-Man.
which
Yes.
I would love to talk about too.
We can also
We can
talk
because
So good, so good.
I
But
was a big
yeah,
fan.
there's nothing else left. That's the end of this story for these
That's true.
certain superheroes.
The people that
and you
you've-
don't want to see those stories end.
True.
You know what though? I mean, and you're right. I actually had zero problems with how they ended Tony Stark / Iron Man and also Steve Rogers' stories.
Perfect for
Black
Captain
Widow,
America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed like a lot of buildup in the first and second acts to kill her off.
Yeah.
Well, she gets
Because
no.
like she was like amazing for like those 5 years that you don't really see.
And then she doesn't really get any love after
and
that.
she's
either.
supposed to have a movie,
Zero
right?
love
Yep.
for taking up that mantle over those
Right.
5 years, and
Right.
everyone's sad, and no one gives
Exactly.
a shit.
She was running the
She
show.
ran the show. No one gave her any love, and then she dies, and no one talks about
No,
it.
it's
Yeah,
all Tony Stark.
Nobody
Every-
talks about
yeah.
it.
Exactly.
Big funeral for Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Not that you would want that, but then they talk about Captain America being dead, but
Correct.
then no mention, even though she ran everything.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
that upsets me.
You know, I didn't even think about
Highly.
that. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
So
Spider-Man. Everyone. Well, Captain America may not be dead. He's just
Correct.
1,000.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
correct.
awesome. I love him being
Well,
old.
Steve Rogers.
Yes, he's still
Captain
He's still Cap.
America.
If you don't call him Cap,
Well,
shame
but
on you.
hasn't the shield been passed?
Yeah, which
Has-
I don't. I like it going to Bucky.
You like to go
I'm
to
a
Bucky
huge.
So in the
huge-
comics, didn't both play?
Yeah, well, they were
Captain
searching
America for a while.
The
Yeah.
Punisher, even in the books, was wearing the flag and tossing the shield. It's amazing. He looks awesome.
Yeah.
He looks awesome in his,
I would
Captain
imagine.
America
I would imagine.
with the skull and the star
Yeah.
behind it.
I could
That's
see that.
badass.
That'd
It
be
is
pretty
awesome.
badass.
I'll show you.
Ian will put it up across the screen.
Oh my god! So Stevie always says that I'm going to put shit up across the screen.
You should. Just like in the little corner, you can do
Yeah,
a
he
little
doesn't.
picture in picture.
That's a lot for his editing. I get it, but I like to mess with him and just be like, hey, Ian will take care of that. He'll slide it across the screen for you. He'll put the price across the screen. He's like,
I
really?
gotta find it before we forget here.
Yeah, look it up. So, also though, excuse me,
Bless you.
I have a lot of. I got the deep voice going today, so got my radio voice going. You know what was awesome is when Captain America grabs Thor's hammer.
Oh my god!
Oh, dude, the best.
Dude.
I knew it. And I was like,
I had such.
you hear this?
Yeah,
was-
exactly.
You know what that was?
Oh, 6 to midnight, right?
I
Real
was
quick.
ready for action.
Look at this outfit.
Oh yeah.
Let's
It's
see this.
awesome.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
He's got the flag, and then he's got the guns. I mean,
Yeah,
so
I mean, if you could make that happen in a movie,
That's
be great.
amazing.
so good,
That would be so good.
so good.
Like I said, Ian will put that across the screen or on the
yeah,
screen.
I'll
Just flash it.
Yeah, right there.
So Captain America picking up Thor's hammer Mjolnir
Mjolnir.
is so huge.
Yes.
Like they tease it in Avenger or
When it
Avengers
moves a
2.
little bit and he
Yeah.
kind of gets a little nervous,
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
And he's all jacked up, all the vascularity.
Yep.
Oh, it's just like, it's insane. But it's so
Yeah.
perfect. It's so perfect.
yeah,
So
that
perfect.
was maybe the best moment of Endgame.
he had some good.
What? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Well, the
there's several,
Avengers
of course.
Assemble, that
Oh,
whole
yeah, that
scene
was great. Yeah,
is
the whole
the
thing.
best thing. of
I just
all
wish
time.
that last battle was longer.
Yeah.
By like an hour.
Yeah.
Could have been. Easily.
Should have been.
Easily.
Everybody was there.
Well, yeah, because you didn't get to see any Black Panther. You
Everybody.
didn't get to see
Nobody
any of the
dies,
Ant-Man.
really. You know,
Yeah, no
which
one
was
really dies
interesting.
in it, yeah.
I thought I was just going to cry for
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a proud tear, you know, like
Sure.
just hanging right there. And I was like, this is what it's all about, man.
Yes.
All these years of all this reading and all this knowledge in my head, it's paying off right now.
So you're, I mean, like we were super like movie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're like
I did both.
the comic books.
He's like
Yeah.
a real fan.
I
He's a
can't-
real fan.
No, you guys
We're
are
like
re-
the,
you guys
we
are
we were
real
like
fans.
we were like the fans when like the movies came out.
Yeah.
So
we're the
the-
Cliff Notes fans.
So
Yes.
no. They're very
That's a good way to put it.
legit. They did a great job. The MCU is awesome, and it's just us comic book readers. So many like stories that they retold over and over and over. Different tellings of how Batman got started and all that stuff. Joker retellings all the time. So it's just different
Interpretations,
universes,
yeah.
different interpretations, and the universe is fantastic. So don't discredit yourself for being an awesome fan.
I appreciate that. I
Thanks,
feel a lot
man.
better.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
should.
Great.
I mean, I will say that we saw every movie on opening night.
Multiple times, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Some of them multiple times.
Yeah.
Like Guardians and.
Oh, Guardians so good.
I love Guardians, man.
Man, what a sleeper hit for Marvel, you know?
Seriously,
Yeah, well,
though.
because like we didn't know anything
When
about
the first one
Right.
came out,
it.
I
We were
was
like,
like,
yeah, it's Marvel. I guess we'll go see it.
yeah.
You know,
I
We
knew
have to
very
see it.
little about them, but I was like, I love Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
He's awesome in Parks and Rec. He's
Yeah.
great.
Oh, yeah.
I know about Rocket. I know about Groot, and I'm like, and Gamora. I guess I do know the whole team, but I didn't.
so you
but
named
I-
everybody.
But like, I was like, why are they wasting their time
Yeah.
on this movie?
Oh, they were
And it was
incredible.
and it
great.
ends up being one of the best.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're amazing.
You know, and
I love 'em.
Ant-Man, they made Ant-Man awesome because they made fun of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, they're
Yeah.
like, this is stupid, and I have this ant.
Well,
and
and how
I'm
good
gonna-
is Paul Rudd doing
He's
that
great.
character?
He's
too?
great.
He
and
is.
he's just
And I
like,
was a little iffy about that at first. When I
Yeah,
saw the previews,
same.
I'm like, really?
course.
Okay.
it
There
sounds
was
stupid.
quite a few of the out of the 22. There was quite a few that I was very iffy about, and I was like,
and they knocked them
really?
all out of the
and
park.
they're amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Now, I have a serious question now because
Get serious.
you did the comics and the books and everything else, right? Like, I've been told by other fans of the comics that they hate this version of Spider-Man
Why?
because
Why?
it doesn't follow anything. Now,
Guys,
I personally love.
I'm glad
I'm
they don't,
huge
'cause if
fan
it's-
of
if
how
it's-
they did this and how they wove him in to Iron Man and everyone else. Like
I think
love
Tom Holland
Oh,
is
he's-
awesome.
The kid is great.
Fantastic.
We don't need another
Tobey Maguire.
origin. No, I love
Okay.
Toby.
Did
I
you?
Do. I do. Spider-Man 1.
Okay,
Spider-Man
maybe the first
2,
one.
I like Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 3. But, I still watched it. I still bought it.
Yeah.
I'm a loser. I can't help it.
I like it.
But I like Garfield, Andrew Garfield, except he was like he
I didn't
looked
see that
apart.
one.
His costume is really good, but he was too cool. Like,
Yeah.
why the fuck's he a skater?
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on, be a nerd, man.
Yeah.
But Tom Holland's great.
Yeah,
But we
Tom
don't
is.
need
Tom's
another origin story. We know it. We've seen it way too many
Sure.
times. We just went through another
Yeah, I
one
mean,
for
I
no
feel
reason.
the same way. Like they
Jump right in.
jumped right in and they took him as a teenager versus where they would have met up when he was much older.
Yeah, teenager Spider-Man's
That's
where
what I've
it's
been
at.
told.
Teenager
like,
Spider-Man's where it's
He's
at.
so much better as a teenager because
Yeah.
he's learning and like
Perfect.
there's much more of a character development there.
Yeah,
So
but
is-
he makes his big boy decisions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With great power comes great responsibility. Everyone knows that great quote. But he still has to do his homework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
So-
like
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
I saved the world, but I gotta do my homework.
Then segues into the newest Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
movie.
Oh, it's
Where
Far
he's-
From Home.
Because I mean, it's great because so he's a kid in high school,
Yep.
Yep.
and all he wants to do is go on his summer trip.
Well,
Patty.
and it's interesting too because he's still in high school, but his classmates, isn't there like a time difference?
Oh,
I can-
yeah,
oh, 'cause,
because,
because of
the
the
blip.
blip? Because of the blip?
So the
So-
snap, everyone comes back and it's 5 years
Now,
later.
all of the
Some of them
main
are 5 years
characters that have
older.
any lines kind of hit
Yeah.
the blip with him, right? For the most part.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really change.
They
that
just
much.
had that one dude
Yeah.
that's
yeah,
like
yeah.
5 years older.
Yeah, yeah.
And
He's
then
like a
all the
chaperone
yeah.
now? Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
he-
the kid, the big kid.
He's like
the one that's
same
trying to
grade.
get.
Oh, yeah.
He's in the same grade, but he looks like he's 20 instead
That's
of
right.
15,
Yeah.
and then
That's right.
all the girls love him
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And I'm like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
That
perfect.
was pretty good.
Yeah, what a good way to tie it all
Right.
together. One sentence, and then it's like, oh, okay, I don't have
I'll
a
buy it.
problem with that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
in.
buy that. Yeah.
I'm all in.
No, because the beginning was hilarious when those kids are doing the morning
yeah.
announcements.
Yeah, it
those
was
kids
great.
were great.
It was fantastic.
See, I mean,
So
I love
good.
the comic relief in those movies too.
That's some of the best stuff is because this stuff's super fake, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem that
Wait.
DC has.
What?
Wait, this isn't like a documentary.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest,
No,
guys.
you're
All
right.
right.
My whole life.
As much as I wanted
Said
to
I
be.
could wear the mask.
As much you can. Which that's the best Spider-Man movie of all of them is
dude.
Spider-Verse.
So good.
But like that's where I think DC has a problem is they get stuck trying to make this fake
Reality.
stuff too real.
Yeah.
And they don't give me a comic book movie and don't make one joke. How's the Joker in Suicide Squad, which is one of the worst movies I've ever seen, very upsetting.
Worst Joker ever.
Well, he doesn't even make one joke.
No.
Not one joke. He just looks like a
I'll
guy.
be honest. I watched that. on HBO.
Dude.
And
Yeah, I
like,
didn't see it in theaters or anything. I don't think.
and
Well,
like didn't pay attention.
my daughter was born, and then I'm sitting there, and like I do not miss these movies,
Right.
like ever, right? And my first daughter was born, and then I'm like, Amanda, it comes out on like the 5th, so like I could just like go real fast for like 3 hours.
It's only a couple of hours.
And she's
Fine.
just like laughing at me, and I'm like, all right. But I waited to watch it, and then I bought it for $37 at Best Buy, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch this, and I couldn't, never been so disappointed.
Yeah, I understand. I really all of the DC stuff I've been pretty disappointed with. Aquaman was okay.
I think Wonder Woman was good.
So what?
I think Wonder Woman was good.
Wonder Woman is
was
good.
pretty good.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. That was pretty good.
So what part of Aquaman did you enjoy? Because I'm not sure if I watched the same film as you.
You know what? I think I liked the very beginning.
Was it the octopus playing the drums, or was it Mira playing the flute that for no reason that made you enjoy that film?
Neither. I think
No?
I liked when they were on the submarine in the very beginning.
The very beginning.
And that was like a cool fight scene. And I was like, all right, I'm good with that. And then
Yeah.
like the rest of it, I watched it at home.
First 5 minutes was good, and then Jason Momoa comes on screen and walks through this hot steam really
Jason
slow,
Momoa was
and
pretty awesome.
I was like, "What is this?" I was really happy to see Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
and then that first scene was great.
Yeah.
and then after that, it was garbage.
Yeah, maybe I need to rewatch it because it was.
don't think
it
you
was
should.
again. I watched.
I'll be
it
honest,
at
with you, I
the
don't
house.
remember anything about that movie.
There's
let me
a
see.
way better use of 3 hours of your time.
Okay. Just watching
I
the
would,
game again.
I would rather watch Batman versus Superman, the extended edition.
Ooh.
okay.
And I own that because of the fancy cover that they did. They re-released it in a fancy box, and I was like, I gotta have this. And Henry Cavill is a really good looking Superman.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck is a really good Batman.
Really?
I think so. He's a really great Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
He's a great Bruce Wayne. It looks like Batman. What's there not to like?
I think the best Bruce Wayne is what the hell's his name?
Which
Great
one?
name.
Bale?
Michael Keaton.
No, Bale.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale was such a good Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, he was great.
I'm a
Cocky,
big
just-
Val Kilmer fan.
As,
Were you a fan of that?
as
Oh, yeah, I love Batman.
Or as
Both.
As both. Okay.
Both. I like all the Batman.
He was the nipple
Except
suit,
for-
though, right?
He had nipples, yeah. But
Yeah.
Clooney had like super nipples or something.
Oh,
Yeah, he
yeah,
did.
yeah,
Clooney
maybe
was.
it's Clooney I'm
my
thinking
God.
of.
Oh, you're right. Kilmer wasn't that bad.
That's
Clooney.
Was Clooney the one with
Mr.
with
Freeze.
Mr.
Mr. Freeze,
Freeze,
Poison Ivy.
Yeah,
Oh
when-
my.
And Alicia Silverstone
Yeah.
as Batgirl.
Yep.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
wife
Robin.
says that Clooney's the best Batman, and I'm like, what are you on? She's like, "Yeah, he's the best looking Batman." And I'm like, well, that's different.
Yeah, that's very different.
he seems like he would be able to play the part, is what she says.
Right,
And I'm
right.
like, okay, sure.
That movie.
It's not great.
Dude.
It's not great.
Those Arnold Schwarzenegger lines in that movie. Mr. Freeze.
So good.
What's the best one? Is
Tonight's forecast. The deep freeze.
I love it.
so good.
It's so easy. It's so easy.
So good. Chill.
Chill out. So good.
Oh god. Just everything. Just when they spray it in the cars with ice and like just everything.
What killed
All
the
the effects.
dinosaurs? The Ice Age. And he's shooting his big gun. That's awesome. It's perfect.
So classic Arnold.
So I took it to DC, but back to Spider-Man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mysterio. Give me your thoughts on Mysterio.
Oh, so when I saw the previews for that, and like they brought him right in there, I'm like, okay, I know Mysterio's. That's his costume, right?
Yeah.
The little fishbowl and everything, and I'm like,
Yep.
yeah, I just don't know about this. When I saw the preview, I was like, I don't know
Yeah.
about this, and kind of grew on me a little bit, and I was kind of still a little off about, like, iffy about that whole thing. And then when what turned out to be was like, okay, well, this makes more sense then.
Yeah, I actually
because I was
liked
not a
it
huge
lot.
fan of him.
Okay.
No, like I didn't know a whole lot about the character.
Neither did I.
I looked up a little bit and everything,
Okay.
and I was like, okay. I liked that they kind of went back and forth. I thought that what's his name? Did a great job.
Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, Jake
Oh, yeah, I like
Gyllenhaal.
Jake
Did a
Gyllenhaal.
fantastic job of like going back and forth and then playing like the the spoiler of everything.
For sure.
Are we gonna talk about it?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, let's talk
We'll
about
throw we'll throw spoilers across the
I mean,
screen.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
going to matter. It's going to be a few weeks before it comes
yeah,
out.
I mean,
we're
it's
fine.
not as
and if you
big
haven't
as-
seen it, then it's your fault. So
It is your fault.
Yeah.
it's not our problem. It's not our problem.
It's been out for
It's
a
been
week
weeks.
now.
It's been
2
weeks.
weeks.
We'll
guys.
warn you.
It's the number one movie in the world. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
I mean,
Gary's seen it like 4 times already.
No, just once. I don't get to do that anymore. It's tough.
it is a
tough.
lot
So
tougher
that's-
For
now.
real.
I saw Avengers 1 when I was a husband, or maybe I was just engaged 5 times in the theaters.
Yeah, I saw that a couple times.
And
yeah.
it was awesome every single time. But now it's too hard.
Yeah,
It's too
it
hard.
is.
Yeah,
So
agreed.
me getting out there once, I'm like, man, this is gonna be it
Make it worth it.
It's got to be a late night
yeah.
if we're gonna go see a movie.
for
Yeah,
sure.
well, we've run into a couple times with the late movies, right? Like, yeah.
Like, oh man, you're going here too? Yes.
Well, yeah.
So here's the cool thing about Mysterio is one, when they talked about the Earth 2 stuff.
Yes.
I'm from a different Earth, and I'm like, I saw that on a spoiler on the internet, and I was so mad. I was like, this sucks. Whenever they just interject somebody and they don't know how to put them into the story, they're
Yeah.
just like, it's from another universe.
yeah,
It's in an
yeah.
alternate timeline. Don't worry about it. And,
Multiverse,
they sweep
yeah.
it under the rug, and it's all good. But
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we're fine.
so they go with that,
Right.
and then they tell you the real story, and I'm like, yes. And then the fact that they
Which
did
is
it with
cool.
drones,
Which
I
is
was
cool,
like,
though, because
so cool.
they successfully implanted the idea of a multiverse
Yes.
Yes.
into the MCU,
Yep.
but it wasn't like the actual. That's not what happened.
No.
Correct.
So I do
beautiful.
like that. Like they put it out there,
They're too smart.
but they didn't use it.
Yeah.
Too smart. They know exactly what they're doing.
Because that means they can use it down the road if they want to. Because
So
like it
good.
was like a confirmed, like oh yeah,
Yeah, sure. Of course, that makes sense. You're like
Yeah.
Nick Fury's like, okay, well, yeah, that's
right.
so.
It's not just like a foreign thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So Mysterio is one of my favorite villains. Batman and Spider-Man have the best villains / rogues gallery that is out there. They have the best villains.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
look at Spider-Man Sinister Six, Scorpion, Venom. You can get Electro, who's awesome. There's just Doc Ock. All those guys are amazing.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Mysterio. I'm gonna nerd out here.
Yeah.
Go
please-
for it.
book.
That's what it's all about.
There's this book called Old Man Logan. You guys Wolverine fans?
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
loves
absolutely.
Wolverine, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
So Wolverine, go buy this book right now. I promise I will pay for it and buy another copy if you're unhappy with it because it's the best. So Wolverine, he grows old.
Okay.
And then he hasn't popped his claws for like 100 years because he's like trying to be at peace with himself.
Okay.
Okay. So what had happened was, I don't know what year it was, but Mysterio came in, did his theatrics in the books, and Wolverine woke up in the X-Men mansion and he just saw it filled with villains. And then he just is like, oh shit, he's going to come in. The villains are coming in. I got to defend us. Starts murdering everybody. But then you find out that it was Mysterio playing a trick on him, and he killed all of the X-Men. What? It's amazing.
Wow.
It's so crazy. And then so
Well,
that's why he never
see-
pops his claws, because he's just like, I'm an animal. And he's trying to find peace like always. And then he goes through all this crazy, crazy stuff, and it's the best.
So, okay, well, for us, I didn't know Mysterio was full of all those theatrics. I
Yeah.
didn't know that was what he did. So, for you expected
Well, I
that
didn't
to be-
expect the drones, but like,
Yeah, the drones is pretty cool.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely.
So you knew what his whole thing was.
Yes, because he's a failed actor. That's his whole thing. That's his whole thing.
Oh. See, we didn't know that.
Yeah, we didn't know that.
So the surprise, it was a lot more surprising for us.
They tell it in the Spider-Man animated series when we were younger in the 90s at 3 o'clock when that came on in the afternoon after work, guys. I mean school, sorry.
Amazing. I watched
I mean-
X-Men back in the day.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
At
yeah,
11
X-Men
o'clock
was
on
great.
Saturdays. but
Allegedly, they're coming back with that for Netflix, which would be
That'd
cool.
be amazing.
that would be awesome.
Would they do that on Netflix with Disney Plus coming out?
Probably not.
Can only report on
When is that happening, by the way?
Third quarter.
Yeah, like October.
It's only like $7. Totally
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah, I mean, you have to do it.
It's already
Yeah.
done.
Got kids.
Yeah, you got kids. You get access to the entire vault
Yeah.
on demand. I mean, it's perfect
It's gonna be amazing.
for a very, very reasonable price.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Obviously.
Better.
I'm gonna
Should.
have to.
Should.
Have to.
I think all those. Did you guys watch the like the Punishers, the Daredevils?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I did.
I think those are going to go to Hulu because Disney acquired Hulu like on a Tuesday.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, they
I
just
didn't
bought
realize
them.
that.
It's so crazy.
That's why they stopped making all the shows on Netflix.
Well, I knew that they were pulling them from Netflix.
Yeah.
I think
But I
it'll
didn't
go,
know that they were acquiring Hulu.
They just bought them.
So is Hulu just going to go away once Disney Plus goes, or are they just
No,
going
I
to
think
keep them
that
both running?
I think that they'll have like mature content
Gotcha.
here.
Gotcha.
You know, the
Makes sense.
Punisher was amazing.
Oh, so good.
So
Awesome.
good. So good. I didn't really expect it to be as good as it was.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I knew it was going to be great, and John Bernthal is awesome.
Yeah, he's great.
But man, I was like, this is
really good.
really good.
Really
Yeah.
good.
I think I watched that maybe 3 times through.
Daredevil though is my favorite.
I liked. I don't even know if I saw the second season of Daredevil. Was there a second?
Well, that's how you introduces Punisher into
that's
the
right.
universe.
That's right.
Oh, so I didn't see that
So
second season.
There's a third
So
season.
maybe I didn't see the third season. Then.
Third season's like watching comic book, and it's the
Maybe I'll have
best.
to watch it.
All right.
It's
well,
so good.
I need something to watch because I just finished Stranger Things. So now I need something else to watch.
I haven't watched any of those.
Really?
No,
They're very good.
everyone tells me.
They're very good.
Everyone tells me that's so fantastic.
Yeah, they're good.
Give it a try.
They're
Yeah.
It's good.
Me and the wife, we need something to do.
Yeah.
We just keep watching The Office over and over and
I
over.
love The Office.
Can't stop.
Yeah, I watch a lot of Parks and Rec stuff.
That's what
so
she
good.
said.
That's
There you
pretty
go.
Nice.
No, whenever
Speaking
I
of
have
The Office.
a free hour at home before bed or whatever, I'm just watching my CW shows like Arrow, Flash. I'm just watching them
Smallville?
die. Yeah,
Were you a
Smallville. Yeah.
Smallville fan?
I think I just joined at like the wrong time, and I was like, yeah.
So I remember.
And I'm not as big into Superman
Yeah.
as I respect him
sure.
and everything, but
So I was never. So granted, this was in 2005 or 6. So there was no like binge watching shows. I
Right.
mean, like
Wasn't really
you
a
could
thing.
buy the DVD set and you could get
Box
through
sets,
it. But,
yep.
Exactly.
But people, binging wasn't really a thing. But I was actually over in Kuwait. We were waiting to come home. So I'd been in Iraq for like 14 months.
Okay.
And we were waiting, and you're supposed to be there for 10 days, and it turns into 4 weeks, and then it turns into 6, and you just have nothing to do. So like you can only work out and like clean your weapon so much or whatever. So like we're just waiting to leave, and they have like this like shack full of like movies and books and everything else that people have just like left and whatever. So I remember I watched like everything that they had, but Smallville I remember watching like over and over, like went through, I don't know, there was like 8 or 9 seasons.
There's a lot,
and like
yeah.
I went through all of them in like 2 weeks. It was just like overload.
that's awesome.
And it's like
Yeah.
a super like high schooly like
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
but it was so good.
Never watched it.
And then the end, I know that he puts on the suit at the end, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's so good.
yeah,
like
at the very
whole
end, it
show-
leads up to him becoming Superman.
Yeah, and
so
I'm
it's like Gotham.
Yeah, kind of.
You watch that show? No. Because I haven't seen it. I mean, I've seen like the first couple
No?
seasons.
No, God.
No, it's not like that, or no, you didn't watch it.
No, I watched. I stomached through most of season 1, and then
Yeah, I
I
didn't
was like,
watch
I
anything
cannot
past
do
season
this.
1.
I've seen
Well, the time's all messed up.
It is so,
But he's saying it's like before.
but
It's a before.
it's
Yeah,
leading
it's
to
a
Batman
prequel
or
to
to
the
Superman.
superhero.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so I didn't watch.
Fine.
I know there's a lot of seasons. I don't know how many seasons there are, but I know they're all on Netflix.
Are they?
What, the Gothams?
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
I
I
mean,
haven't-
people like it. I don't understand it, but that's fine. Don't give me a bad. I mean, I love James Gordon, and I like the guy who plays him. Big OC fan. I don't know if you guys like the OC.
That was another
is
one.
it a
Binge
CW
watch.
show?
Was it? I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Great theme song to that show. But
Something about
The-
California.
yeah. And no, Gotham. They have flip phones, and then the timing's all wrong. The villains are like adults, and Batman's a baby.
Yeah.
And then when
Yeah.
Batman becomes Batman,
And
they
Alfred's a
would be
complete
grandpas.
badass.
Yeah, I'm okay with that, but
I wish Alfred was a badass when he was old too.
Yeah, that's true.
there's cool stuff in the comics about him being cool and
Is it?
old
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, just playing to his old like service years and defending Wayne Manor and stuff like that, and putting his life on the line. It's cool.
All right.
He's always good.
awesome.
He's always the man.
I do like Alfred.
What's not
to
not to
like?
like?
Exactly. Guy's the best.
Father figure. You know?
Yeah,
You
see,
should
there
get
go.
him on the Talking Dead.
I would love. To
I'd kill for it.
He's probably got
That'd be
some great
amazing.
stories.
He's probably got great stories
Yeah.
about Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
You know, falling in the freaking well, the
Asshole.
bats, all that shit. I actually watched Batman Begins last night.
So good.
Such a great
So
movie.
good.
So good. That's another movie when it came out. I'm like, this is going to be fucking stupid.
Yeah, it was great.
Awesome.
Yeah, they did a great job.
And even though Christian Bale definitely overdid the voice,
I love
I
it.
loved it.
How iconic is it? It's so good. Right?
Yeah. And that's the thing. If College Humor doesn't come out and like completely like patronizes how he did
Oh,
it,
yeah.
is it that even big
No,
of a deal?
but it makes it so
'Cause
much
that was
better.
like
But
the
those
first
Batman
videos
videos
to go viral.
are
Like,
so
they're
good.
amazing.
So good.
So ridiculous. No, but I mean, that put Batman back on the map.
For
It
sure. did,
made
for
it very
sure.
serious again. I mean, what, Nolan?
Christopher
Nolan is a fantastic director, fantastic writer. And what, Dark Knight is one of the greatest movies literally of all time.
Yeah.
Because it's not a superhero movie. It's
really
a
not.
crime
Yeah.
Yeah.
movie.
For sure.
About crime lords. It's like incredible.
Yeah.
So well done.
It really
Yeah,
is.
it's great.
I remember
Other than like, well, the third one. The third one I had some issues with. Dark Knight Rises.
yeah, I got issues with it too.
I mean, I just don't like that. Like, you break your back and you do a couple push-ups and like you're good.
he climbed a rope too.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't forget to climb the rope.
They just didn't.
And then climbs out
They
of
didn't
the
give
whole
us a
thing.
realistic
Yeah,
time
yeah.
frame
No.
for him to
Right,
heal,
right.
and then they're just like, oh, oh.
But again, when
And
you're
he's like-
nitpicking at stuff like that, it's probably a really great film, and like you're just looking for something. At
You
that
got the
point.
breaking of the bat
right.
with him breaking his back,
Yeah.
and it's such an important, iconic cover.
Right.
With him like folded over Bane's
Right.
knee, and they're just like, snap.
Yeah.
Oh, his back's broke. Oh, okay.
He's probably fine.
Yeah, he's all right.
He'll just climb this rope. It'll be fine.
Throw him in there.
In a couple days.
Just
or
throw him in
whatever.
there.
Back together.
But they did do a good job at the end with like the swerve that they pulled.
Yeah.
With what's her name? Who's
with
that actress? Talia Al Ghul.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yes. That was
Yeah.
quite the twist.
It was
That
a
was
nice
a
Did not
twist.
see that coming.
Ooh, what a twist.
Yeah.
So, man, I just loved everything about that trilogy. Did you know that they were supposed to have the Joker in the third one, but he died, so they couldn't.
You talking
They had
about
to
like
rewrite it.
Ledger
Yeah.
died?
So Nolan had a whole plan to have Joker in the third movie,
I
and it's
didn't know
like,
that.
can you imagine
Oh, my God. It'd been
what that would be
epic.
like?
It'd been amazing.
Yeah,
he was
we-
so freaking amazing.
He was incredible.
So good.
I remember in like Entertainment Weekly, and they were like, "Hey, this is gonna be Heath Ledger," and I'm like, "I can see it,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I can see it because of his smile."
Yeah.
And then you don't even know that's him.
Oh, he freaking
Oh,
killed it.
No.
Killed it.
He was amazing.
Changed it.
Yeah.
Changed it.
Yeah. I mean, poor Jared Leto. Like, how could you possibly play Joker?
I can't believe that he
afterwards?
tried.
Yeah.
What a dummy.
Yeah.
That was so bad.
So let's tie this in a little bit
Okay.
to.
Into what? Parenting?
I mean,
to
I think
being a
we're
dad.
pretty sure that you can tie
So-
superheroes to
No,
everything.
for real. My son just turned 4.
Awesome.
Sammy over there is what? He's going to be 4
He'll be 4 in January. Yeah.
So like we watch some of the stuff with our kids, with our boys. Quinn, how much is she getting into anything? Are you forcing it down her throat?
I try really hard not to.
Or are you just kind of letting her be her? And
Yeah, she's got a really big like horse problem. I don't know if you guys see on the internet. She just loves horses. It's crazy.
Right.
So we really played to that, but like I took her wagons and I may have made them like bat wagons, bat girl wagons.
Try to get her into it.
Yeah, and it's those are little ways for me to get her like introduced.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right, and we may have gotten a book at the library that's called Batman is Kind, and I might read it at bedtime sometimes.
I like that.
And she likes Batman because
Yeah.
she knows I like Batman.
Gotcha.
Which
That's
is
what
cool.
it's all about, too.
And
That's
that's cool. But yeah, I try not to force it on her.
Yeah, sure.
And we may have watched Spider-Verse a little bit.
Dude, I've watched Spider-Verse.
Well, there's a girl, Spider-Gwen is
Yeah.
so good.
It's a good
I'm
movie.
probably in over 50 times.
It's a good movie.
So
Dude, my
good.
son
It's a good movie.
is So I took him to go see it in theater. So that came out when? Like in...
Jeez, I don't even remember.
It's like in the wintertime.
Yeah.
And so my son was like 3.5. And this was the first, like, didn't tell my wife, like, told her, but, like, she didn't. I was like, yeah, it's a cartoon. Don't worry. She's like, okay. And he ended up getting scared.
Well, yeah.
And we had to leave.
The Prowler.
I was really mad.
It's very scary.
It was
Pretty
when
scary.
Prowler, when they
Yeah.
were up on top of the roof and stuff like
and
that.
and the
This
sound
is just
effects.
the sound
Yeah.
and everything,
Yeah.
which I love, by the
We
way.
had to leave.
Yeah.
And
I think
was
it's awesome.
so
Understood.
mad at him. I was
Understood.
like, dude, it's so good right now. Why
Yeah.
can't we
What are you doing to me?
Daddy, I want to go home. I'm like, okay, don't
All
be a
right.
dick here.
That's
Do the
fair.
right thing.
Right.
But then we start
left.
getting into it.
Be a
though.
dad. Be a dad.
But then I don't know, whether it was, I don't know if we bought, like, I think it was a book after that because he was all excited that he saw it because he was still into Spider-Man,
Yeah.
And then we got him a couple books and everything else, and some of the toys started coming out. And then all of a sudden, when it came out for purchase, we bought it on Amazon and then just started, on repeat.
Yeah.
On repeat.
Yeah.
And then, we're listening to the soundtrack.
Good man.
On repeat still.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
good
I keep
soundtrack.
watching
Yeah.
it.
Good
Yeah,
soundtrack.
soundtrack's great.
Yeah.
It really is. I listen to it at work. Not going to lie.
Yeah, so like he runs around in his Spider-Man full getup.
Man, I can't
and he's
wait.
got his web shooters and
Perfect.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, and I love it. My wife gets mad sometimes because it's hard for him to turn it off, like
Sure.
it's the transition, of course. But
How do you turn off who you really are?
Boom.
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
That's right. That's right.
So, but I've been really trying to take that and trying to do the great responsibility type thing. 'Cause,
Yeah, there's
he's
great
the big
messages.
There you go.
brother.
Tie it into it.
He's the big brother, and
Yeah.
I'm
cool.
trying to teach him that he's setting the example for his sister. Because now Sloan will come downstairs or come into the playroom, and she's going and like trying to do webs like Gibson does. And,
Of course.
like, it's great.
Yeah.
I was like, I love that they introduced Spider-Gwen because she's
Yeah.
like an amazing character, but then that gives something for the girls to.
Sure,
sure.
absolutely.
Get that costume.
Yeah, it's the best costume.
I know.
It's crazy.
Such
It's like
a- I
so
know.
good. It's
Miles
so
is
good.
really good.
Miles is really
So
good.
good.
With the spray paint, and
Yeah.
that's just, oh man, they
So
did such a
good.
good job.
It was a really
Yeah,
good
that
movie.
movie
I was
was-
surprised.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
see it in theaters, but I showed same thing. Sam watched it for the first time, and
Yeah.
he was like, started getting a little nervous at first. We watched it like 5 times since then. He's fine with it now,
Yeah.
but the first time was like, I'm like, okay, this is kind of a little adult-like.
It's not actually for kids.
No, it's not for kids.
It's not at all. I'm like, this is very adult-like.
Yeah.
I mean, and I can see why he got a little nervous. He's like, can I watch the Lego version? I'm like, yeah, I'll put that one back on because he likes
Yeah.
that one. So
Yeah,
we watch all
those
the
are
superhero
great.
Lego
Yeah,
ones,
the Lego ones
which are
are great.
phenomenal.
Yeah. They're-
Also, plenty of adult
Oh yeah, references.
references.
Yeah.
Let's put. I
And
mean,
those, yeah.
I say that for all kids' movies.
that's
just
true.
maybe it makes me feel better.
No, that's they do
Then I
that
love-
on purpose.
No, they
Yeah.
do. They do for sure because
For
you
sure.
need to be
Gotta
into
keep the-
it.
Gotta keep the adults entertained
for
too.
sure. I mean, Sam's number one still is 100% Cars.
Yeah.
The kid cannot.
so good.
Gibbs was
So
Cars
good.
for like 2 solid years. And
Yeah.
I think he's finally turned into Spider-Man.
Yeah, Sam loves
Which
Spider-Man.
I'm not mad about at all.
No, because I mean,
At
you do.
all.
Lightning McQueen's awesome.
Oh, he is. My youngest son loves McQueen.
Yeah.
It's his favorite. That's like the only word he can say.
Ka-chow.
All he can say,
Yeah.
all he says, like, who's that? Keen. Like, that's like his
So good.
favorite
I love
word in
it.
the world.
I
It's
love it.
Keen. I'm like, that's right, buddy. What the hell is that
All
thing?
over there. Jeez.
Yeah.
Got it.
See,
That's the other thing. Sam. So
That's what we
Sam
need.
can't figure out. So I'm trying to show him yesterday how to shoot the webs, but he can't get his fingers to do the right thing. So he's getting pretty upset about it. And I look at him in the corner. He's trying to put his fingers down. He's trying so hard.
Dude.
He can't do it. He's so upset about it.
Wait
too.
till he gets it though.
Oh, I know.
It's gonna be amazing.
He tries so hard. I guess just watch him. He's like putting his fingers down, and they just won't stay the way he wants them to. I felt so bad. He was so
Proud-
upset about it.
Proud dad moment right here. So Gibbs, it's all he does. And Sloan was trying to do it, and I was in one room, and they were in the other just playing. I like to give them their space. And I look over, and he's got her fingers, and he's like showing her how
to do it.
How to do it.
that's the
And then he like runs. He goes, "Daddy, I got Sloanie to shoot a web all by herself, and she did it." And I'm like, "Yes!"
that's
Yep.
amazing.
I'm like, "It's amazing. Like,
That's pretty
that's
cool.
Like,
That's cool.
Big
your
brother
little
being big
sister,
brother.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look forward to moments like that when,
Yeah.
because Quinn like loves Kyla and Kyla loves Quinn.
Sure.
It's like she smiles at her big sister.
Yeah.
Doesn't look at us like that whatsoever.
never.
Like, we just gave you life. That's fine. No problem.
Sure, buddy.
But your
Yeah.
big sister's your best friend.
We literally keep you.
That's
alive.
the heroes.
Yeah, we literally keep you alive. But no, I'm really looking forward
cool.
for times like that. Like some of my favorite moments are when just Quinn reads to her, and
Yeah.
it's only been a handful of times, but it's just been like,
I love that.
This is the greatest thing
Yeah.
ever. This is what it's all
It's
about.
so cool.
But now, Spider-Man web shooting.
Yeah.
That's what it's
Yeah.
going to be all
Dude.
about.
I'm telling
Once that
you.
happens,
I'm telling you.
it's gonna be the best.
It's going to be the best.
I was crying a little bit. I mean, I'm okay to say that. I was
Yeah,
just-
of course. It's
just beautiful.
Happy tears here. Happy tears there.
Ever. No, you said reading books too.
Yes.
Big sister reading the books. That's the best thing too. It was like I was watching the monitor the other day, and Sam goes into Ben's room, and Ben just woke up from a nap, and he's sitting in the little chair next to him, and he's reading him a book. Not really reading, but
Yeah.
he's pointing at the pictures and talking to him for like 10 minutes. I was like, this
That's
is
awesome.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
I love that.
So good.
Great when they're not fighting.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you wait.
Is it
You
Eric?
Especially two girls. So I will say this. I had two stepsisters. Okay. I would go there on the weekends. First thing in the morning, my brothers and my dad and I would go into the basement because once those two were up, it was Armageddon.
Just constant.
Just from the moment they woke up, doors slamming, just
Boom, 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 boom.
just like feet pounding, like just screaming at each other for like hours, like crying, screaming, and then my stepmom is trying to, mediate the situation, and it's just a nightmare. My dad's
Sure.
like, "You guys want to go like
Anywhere,
do something?
Anywhere?
You wanna get out of
anywhere
the
in the
house?"
universe? Yeah. Jeez.
so siblings just."
Yeah.
But yeah, I just remember my sisters were like, always. They're not all like that. They're still like that with each other.
Old
They get
habits
along with
don't
each
die.
other.
Old habits don't die. Yeah.
But you have siblings?
I got an older brother.
Okay, how much older?
He's 2.5 years older
Yeah.
than me. Yeah.
You guys have a good relationship?
Well, he lives in Toronto, actually, which is
Oh,
where
really?
I'm from.
I didn't know
I
that.
had no idea you were from Toronto. Wow.
Cool.
So we moved here in like 92 to P-Town, Perry.
Gotcha.
All right.
So big Toronto, really big, fast city. It's a little old Perry.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we've been here ever since. Love Lake County. Our family's very happy. We moved here for the Cleveland Clinic and the hospital system. So job
Okay.
opportunities.
Yeah.
American dream, right?
Very
Yeah.
cool.
But no, my brother, after he graduated, he moved back to Toronto. He just wanted to live the city life, and he lives literally like right in the heart of downtown.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So when we go there, it's amazing because
Yeah.
he's like always just taking me around. He's like, "Let's go to this restaurant and this restaurant. We'll go to this place," and it's just there's
That's
so
awesome.
much to
Super cool.
see. So much
So-
to see.
So big congrats on the
Yeah, on the
NBA
championship.
Oh yeah, no, that was cool. So like, we're Cleveland.
Yeah.
We're Cleveland, but it was cool seeing
claim it,
Toronto
though.
win. Yeah, I got it.
Still felt pretty good about that,
You
right?
got a hand in it.
Just as much as
least
Vince
for your
Carter
brother.
has, I have. Right.
There you go. Well said. Well said.
That's fair.
I have a Vince Carter jersey. Still,
That was an
Dude.
awesome jersey.
Purple.
Oh, God, he was
Purple one.
amazing.
That was the
It
best.
was amazing. Half
he's
man,
still playing.
Half
Half
amazing.
amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
Still playing.
He's
Yep.
still playing. Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
is, isn't he?
I thought he was going to go to the Lakers. I really did, just because it would make
should.
tons
Where's
of
he
sense.
even right now? Is he in Memphis?
Yeah,
or
I
is
think
he
he's in Memphis. I
still
think he's
there?
in Memphis.
How old is he?
Still throwing him down.
40, maybe 41.
Dude.
But like, think about
for
it. Vet
him.
minimum, going over to LA,
Yeah.
he can still shoot, he can still play. Like, perfect.
It would make a lot of sense.
It would make tons of sense.
Yeah.
That's the type of guy LeBron would bring in.
Yeah.
Going to be so good.
But no, they'll just whatever they're doing,
Who knows?
Yeah, whatever. Fuck him.
just not be here. Yeah,
Right,
so that's
right,
cool.
right.
That's
I'm just
fine.
glad Kawhi Leonard didn't go there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been fun to see though.
It would have been, but I was listening to
I mean,
the
I
radio
mean-
and they're like, he's going to LA.
Clippers.
I'm like, thank God. I'm like, what was with the delay?
Well,
Jesus.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of balance.
Got him.
There's a lot of balance in the NBA that there
Yeah, a lot
hasn't
more
been in a
balance.
long time.
For sure.
For sure.
Which is exciting, but there's still
Just loving Golden State. Just
everyone. No one's talking about Cousins being part of LA. They're like, oh, LA's got this duo, but it's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that other All Star.
kinda, yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's true.
He'll play a part.
he'll be huge.
It'd be huge, yeah. Although it
He-
didn't work out too well in New Orleans for them.
No.
Now, granted, they didn't have LeBron.
Well, they did really well, but he suffered that injury,
Yeah,
and then he played himself into the vet minimum contract at Golden State, and
With
then
another injury.
with
Yeah.
another injury,
Yeah.
and then he played himself out of a max contract.
Yeah.
Because there's too many people to share the ball with.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So anyway, let's not talk about basketball.
Yeah, because we have nothing to talk about in Cleveland with basketball. So.
Yeah, there's not much.
Yeah. Eesh.
We had J.R. Smith.
There you go.
Him and his shirts are gone. Or lack thereof.
The shirt's been gone for a long time.
Yeah.
Did you see the celebrity softball game?
Yeah, I saw he went up there
He went shirtless.
Why
What?
wouldn't you?
He's
You know
my
what?
hero.
I'll give
Still living
JR.
in Cleveland, I heard.
Yeah, I mean, he was.
But I mean, like, wherever he ends up playing, he's keeping. Supposedly, he said that he's staying in Cleveland.
You know what?
There's nowhere else for him to go.
Yeah,
Let's be honest. No one wants him.
2016, the guy was amazing for us.
he was awesome.
Dude,
If
we
he
had-
doesn't come out in the second half and hit those first
8
three
points in a
shots,
row or
yeah,
9
it was 8 points in a row.
Yeah, I think it was 8 points.
Doesn't
in a
do
row.
that?
Yeah,
No
Yeah,
chance.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Dude, that was huge.
Yeah.
I could go on. Oh,
Yeah,
that was the best.
good times.
best ever.
Good times.
Good times.
So here's a good segue
Oh,
for you
let's
guys,
do it.
because I
Yeah,
know you want to
please.
get into it anyway. So
Yeah.
when we were watching Game 7, me and my buddies, we had 2 TVs,
Mm-hmm.
much like this setup here, but like just
Oh, I know exactly.
this had a pay-per-view on it,
Yep.
a WWE pay-per-view, and then this had Game 7 on.
Oh,
and then
okay.
we kept switching the audio back and forth, and then as the fourth quarter kept getting closer and closer, the wrestling matches on WWE were like really slowing down because they're like, no one's watching. No one's watching. I know no one's watching. So except for the people that are standing there.
Yeah,
So they're like, I don't know, headlock for like 10 minutes. So it was really boring, but that's where I watched the championship, was just right at my buddy's house.
Yeah, that's
But
cool.
I don't even know the name of the pay-per-view, to be honest, because it wasn't
Well, it
memorable.
would have been in like June, right?
Yeah,
So,
it was in June. Yeah.
I don't
but
know what it-
who knows?
yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I used to. Yeah, it's been a while.
Maybe it was a SummerSlam. I have no idea. Doesn't matter.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's obviously in the summer.
That's a good guess.
Yes, it's a
Very good guess.
It's a really good guess. Yeah, I
We're
don't
going with
remember.
that. Ian will throw it across the screen when we figure it out.
So you guys are boys with Mr. Joe Rosa, right?
Mr. VIP,
correct.
yeah.
Mr.
So you know
VIP.
Joe.
So I know Joe. I met Joe like 10 years ago,
Okay.
and it was through Schleicher, actually. Him and Joe were talking about something, and he's like, you should talk to my buddy Gary. He does the wrestling thing. And he like texted me, and I'm hanging out with my girlfriend at the time, and I'm trying to help her do her homework. And he's like, so tell me everything you know about the business. And I'm like, oh my God.
He's
I'm like, man, I will talk to you, I promise. But like, just
Now's not the
I
time.
can't right now. You know, I was like giving him,
Yeah.
I was replying because it's being nice. And then, but like, he just wanted it all right then
Yeah.
and there. And yeah, like, I think I know him pretty well. We did a lot of stuff together, not necessarily together, but like on the same shows for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same.
Right.
Yeah, because we
Federations.
remember you from those shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You came to a lot?
Absolutely. We were a lot.
Rufio.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
at Firestorm
Yeah.
a lot.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The Fantasy Theater.
Yeah, yeah.
We did.
I got a cool story.
What's that
about
place in Menor?
Live Wire.
Yeah,
It's
Livewire.
Froggy,
Oh, yeah.
Frankie Frogs. I don't
yeah.
know.
It's something different.
Funky
every couple
Frog-
months.
or
Funky
something.
Frog. That's what
Yeah,
it was. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, man.
That was a rough show.
Yeah, because
I
no
remember.
one would show up. I was one of the guys that was like, let's bring it to the east side because we're sick of driving
Yeah.
to the
Yeah,
west
yeah.
side. We're like, we'll get enough people to come, and it's the same amount of people. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know, whatever. So we just got them to come on this side of town. We had fun, and we just wanted to hang out with our
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure, though. I mean,
Dude,
much
I
easier.
had so much fun going to those shows.
it was great.
No, that's awesome.
And then afterwards going out.
Yeah, we used to go
Yeah.
out
Right.
afterwards and.
God, that was fun.
My partner, Matt Roby.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he texted me the other day, and he went to some party out in, it was for the 4th of July. This just happened.
Okay.
And he was out at Big League, John McChesney's house,
remember.
hanging out with him and all their dudes. And there was a guy, I can't remember his name, and I feel so bad. But he said, he came up to Matt and was like, my son is a huge fan of the Cutthroat Crew. And then Roby's like telling me this. And I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah. All right. That's awesome. And he's like, so he used to be really, really shy. And I'm like, okay. And he was struggling with having some issues and whatnot. And then when we jumped out of a pirate ship at the Fantasy Theater, that was the moment that changed it for him, where he was like, I can be how I am, and
No
I
way.
can be myself. And I'm like, this is the best story.
That's
Pretty
amazing.
awesome, man.
Yeah, and he just told me this like a
That's
couple weeks
awesome.
ago, and I'm like, dude,
That's incredible.
thank you for sharing. That's like the best thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
That's cool, man.
for sure.
And like
After all of that, if you could just take that away from it,
that was it. Yeah,
that's it,
That's
man.
totally
Forget-
worth it.
Yeah, 100% worth it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I was like, hey, wherever you are, I'm so happy that we were able to help you.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I would do that 100 times more
That's
if I could.
awesome.
My back. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
getting older now. Things
Yeah.
are difficult.
I do miss it. I know Joe's still doing his thing, and he always has his comeback tours and all that good stuff. And
Oh, yeah.
it's awesome. I love it.
I'm actually pretty proud of him.
Yeah.
This time seems different. He seems to be doing it out of a I enjoy working.
Yeah.
I enjoy
Good.
playing the character versus I need to
Make
get
it.
in front of whoever I need to in order
Right.
to get noticed.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
For
like,
me.
he's like, all right, I
Yeah.
have my job.
It's very important.
And look, I don't want to speak for him,
Sure.
but like we had
So
a couple conversations about it.
gathered.
No,
And I was
that's
like,
good.
dude, if that's what makes you happy,
yeah.
then do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
But don't do it for the wrong reasons. If you're
Right.
miserable doing it because you're let down every time that you break a bone or tear a hamstring or
Yeah.
whatever whatever it is.
what's
that he
the-
does
all
all the
injuries
time.
suck. So
Sure, absolutely. But like he would just get like devastated because like I'm set back for
Yeah.
years now, and I'm like, all right,
I remember training with
part
him.
of it, like
And he would get slammed, and he would have a hard time getting up, and I would yell at him. I'd be like, get up, Joe, come on, you're 10 times bigger than me.
Yeah.
And I'm getting slammed just as hard as you. And that was more like tough love,
Right.
motivation,
Yeah, yeah.
because I've been doing it already for however many years, and then he was just kind of somewhat new.
Right.
And just trying to show him the ropes, and, he went farther than I think I did,
yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah.
He traveled to more places. I mean, he's got the size, he's got the look, he's got
Yeah.
the attitude.
He thought he had the hair. He's
I
gotta
don't
do
know.
something with
I don't know
that
what
hair.
that is. I don't know. I don't have
He's
any
gotta do
comments
something.
about
He's
that.
got to do
hair.
something with the hair.
Yeah, something
I love you,
else.
Joey.
Something else.
T-shirt,
Something else.
headband thing that he's
It
everywhere.
works. I mean, he pulls it off, right? So, yeah.
I love
I mean,
you,
it's
Joey.
on purpose. It's on
For
purpose.
wrestling.
Yeah. Everyone hates it, and
right,
it's perfect for war wrestling.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen him without it on.
No?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Right?
Well, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. We don't need to do a whole segment on Joey's hair.
No, we do. Let's get into it right now. Here we go.
But I do wish him luck. I know that
Yeah.
he's
No, he's
doing a
having
lot of
fun.
things, and I see his stuff out there. It's funny because I still follow everybody, but
Yeah,
I don't
sure.
ever comment on
You
anything.
guys
and-
were all
but you're
pretty
still-
close.
Yeah.
Actually, I remember a time because Joey lived with me.
Oh, really?
And I remember like a bunch of you guys, you might have been at the house. I don't know. Like,
Possibility.
I went to his house one time for like a party,
yeah. I think probably.
and we played beer pong in the garage.
That was
in a
probably your
huge
house.
garage.
It was a
like-
huge garage.
Yeah,
was-
that was my house.
That was Ian's house.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually,
Ah,
it
the
was
old
funny. Schleicher
Rusty
the other day
Stone.
told me, he's like, yeah, I remember I met, or no, Joey was telling me that, yeah, Schleicher was at his house talking about like life insurance or whatever
Okay.
it was at the time. I was like, no shit, like Terry or 15 years later, or 10 years later, whatever it is.
No,
Oh, man.
I remember those
Those days.
good old days training. Like that's some of my fondest memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
that's
that, it was me and my friends. We were all in the same part of northeastern Ohio.
Yeah.
Doing our thing, doing exactly what we wanted to do when we wanted to do it, and
Right.
it was awesome.
Yeah, it's
That
cool.
is
Good times.
awesome.
Super cool.
That is awesome.
And it was entertaining too. Like I said,
Yeah.
Steve and I
we-
went to like every
yeah.
show that we could.
Our now wives went to the
yeah,
shows.
they went to a couple
Really?
of shows.
Okay.
with us, yeah. And
Did you guys ever buy any of my merchandise?
I don't think I did.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is awkward.
We were pretty broke. Like
As we
Yeah.
were
we could
reading-
afford the ticket.
No wonder
and then,
I
like,
was broke.
one PBR.
yeah. Yeah, it was tough, man. Those were.
I had to let it go because no one bought my merch. Hey, no,
But you know what though? You made a difference for that
I
kid.
did. I did.
See, like I said,
that was
So
cool.
it was all worth it.
That was really
Take
cool.
that away from it.
Yeah,
It was worth it.
And what's crazy is like I didn't hear that story until 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Right.
and
Yeah.
it's like, man, that that changed
That's
for
something
him
that-
a decade ago.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, that was
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That's
So
great.
cool.
That's pretty cool.
Very cool.
A professional athlete, you know?
Yeah.
You throw a kid a glove or something,
Yeah, right.
for sure.
and that kid's life has changed forever.
Changed.
Yeah.
You know?
Unbelievable.
That's cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, so if he ever wants to dress up like a pirate on
Jump out of a pirate ship?
Saturday nights,
Dude, you guys did some cool shit, though. You guys
Yeah.
really did.
Thank
No,
you.
you guys didn't.
You guys were super
You guys were
athletic.
impressive. You guys were impressive
I'm-
because you guys were doing some crazy shit.
Like, in growing up, I was a wrestling fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, we grew up in maybe the best.
The best.
the
era.
best.
You know, the
80s.
Attitude Era.
Who's
like,
your
or,
favorite?
like,
Let's talk. We're talking 90,
Well,
like Attitude Era. Okay.
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
because, you know, I was like
So obviously,
12,
Yeah,
whatever,
okay.
like during the good Attitude Era.
Who's
so, like,
your favorite wrestler
all time?
Yeah.
HBK. Nice. like
There's only one
hands down.
other, hands down,
He was amazing.
the best, Mr. WrestleMania.
Dude, I remember watching the WrestleMania, the Royal Rumbles, like
Yeah.
on VHS,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
watching that, and The Undertaker.
Oh.
I mean, just
The best.
Taker was
dude,
great.
just those. But I mean, God, just I remember being at my babysitter's house watching that stuff when I was little, and then me
the way-
and her son just fighting
Listen
in
to
the
this.
family room, wrestling.
That's
I
awesome.
was
the
actually
best.
just talking to Joey. I don't think it was the headliner, but like at the last pay-per-view, it was Taker and Goldberg. And he said it was awful.
It was.
They're so
overseas.
old,
yeah, you're right. It was like in,
so old. God, I remember Goldberg first came around.
dude, he was amazing.
WCW,
I liked him a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
dude, he was a beast, dude.
Yeah.
So
I
you're an
remember eighth grade-
HBK guy too then, huh?
Yeah. I mean, so there's only one other answer, and it's Bret Hart. If it's not HBK, it's Bret Hart being the best
Very
wrestler.
interesting,
So, but
given their history.
given their history, yeah. But like HBK, Shawn Michaels, he's never had a bad match.
Yeah.
Period. So
him
you
versus
put him
Jericho.
against everybody.
Him versus Jericho,
Him versus Undertaker.
or him versus
Both
Taker,
of them.
yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Are at WrestleMania are the best wrestling matches of all time. But Shawn Michaels never disappoints.
Yeah.
Never disappoints. And it's not that Bret Hart doesn't. It's just like, for my style,
Well,
Shawn Michaels was more flashy.
and to be fair, Bret Hart's career kind of went down a weird path once
right.
the Montreal screw job happened, and right? I mean,
Yeah. A lot,
like
a lot of things.
he had like a lot
lot
of
of things.
potential, and just like he wasn't.
He's still the.
He didn't
still
play the
best.
game.
The
you know,
best there
whatever.
is, the best there was.
Yeah.
The best that there will ever will be. Yeah.
Dude, I used to love all that stuff though. I mean, growing up, we used to have
best.
like my dad and his buddies all had kids around my age, and we would get together and watch the pay-per-view.
Yeah. I miss those. Like,
That was fun.
my buddies, they watch it. There's pay-per-views like every other week now. It's like insane. It's insane.
Yeah, but now you don't have to pay for each one individually.
Right,
You
but
just get
I
the
loved
subscription.
putting all the money together.
Yeah.
Like, who's got $5? We need 10 people
Yeah, you
here.
need
Yeah, that was the best
you
though,
need
man. That was so much fun.
$12 a person, and that would
Yeah.
get
Because
you get the pizza. Yeah.
and the wings.
Exactly.
I remember those nights.
The
Those
best.
were great nights.
Yeah. And then like you order it too late, and so then like you have to wait for it to come in, and you miss the beginning, so then you're all pissed off.
Yeah, I remember watching the pre-shows, and
Yeah.
WCW in particular was they would have the booth, and then Tony Schiavone would be there, and he's like, "You don't want to be that guy stirring his Ovaltine at 7:57, wondering what happened at the big match." And it's like, I don't want to be. I don't want to stir
No, I
my
need to do this
Ovaltine.
now. I don't want to do this.
Very specific about the Ovaltine. I don't understand. That.
Get the Ovaltine.
Yeah, it's
I need the show. Don't want to be that guy.
no, but
that's
thank
so
you guys
good.
for supporting the
Yeah.
Firestorm and AIW. AIW's doing
Yeah,
incredible
AIW.
things.
Yeah, man.
One day, I'm just going to put it on the air. I do want to open up a school one day
That would be super cool.
with my friends and do it the way that we've always talked about wanting to do it. So
That'd be super
I think
cool,
it would be really cool. I think that's where I'm at with the wrestling world.
Yeah.
That's how I want to give back. I love
Gotcha.
training, and I can't do it. I can't travel. I can't.
Right.
Well, yeah,
mean,
realistically, it's something you can't do.
I can go, but not as well as I used to go.
Sure.
For sure.
Well, I think in anything, you reach a point where you're like, okay, if like you expect what you might be able to used to do, right? And
Yeah.
like if you can't perform at the same level,
Yeah.
and that could be with anything, but
Sure.
I would imagine especially in
Yeah. Anything.
a performance like wrestling, like Like that's got to be a tough pill to swallow. With you can't like do that kind of stuff. I don't know.
That's
Yeah,
that's
no.
just anything though, man. It's like, yeah, like it's just
or whatever.
realizing you can't do something you used to be able to do. Fucking sucks.
Yeah, right. Like if
Right.
you were,
When you start feeling that pain that you never used
you're
to
a
feel,
pitcher and you can't throw as fast as you used
100%.
to throw.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, it's very discouraging.
Yeah,
it is.
For sure.
yeah.
So that's why
You
like,
train twice as hard and then
Yeah.
you still come up short. Like,
that's why it's always such an incredible story about how you hear athletes always battling back from injuries
Right.
and
Yes.
just like doing
For
these
sure.
insane,
So much
insane
respect.
things. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
that'd be really cool though to open up a school and still be able to be around the business. And
Yeah, I mean, I want to
pass
do
your
it.
knowledge along.
I want to
Yeah.
do it with my
That's so cool.
boys with EC3
Yeah.
and just do it
Oh, yeah,
exactly how we want to do
so
it.
EC3,
Mm-hmm.
you know, back in the day, him and I worked at Heisley Racket and Fitness Club
Okay,
together.
nice.
But it's pretty funny because I know like, you know, Tim and
Yeah.
Billy and like they're always talking about him and everything else.
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, man, like it's
crazy.
Boys in high school, like we worked together at the gym.
This just came out. Look at this. I literally look at this. Looks just like him.
Awesome.
So an EC3
Dying to have
figure
a,
just
action figure.
came out and it looks amazing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really
is
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
He was always a good dude. Like,
Yeah.
again, I haven't talked to him
That's-
for 20 years, but like,
We talk
Yeah.
every day,
that's cool.
which is we talk about nothing.
Right.
So nothing
Hey.
of importance, but you know,
That's
he's
good.
a
I always
super-
like to hear, you know, that he's doing
super
well
busy dude, and
everything,
we
so.
just have our big dude group chat about nothing.
That's good.
All the time.
Hey, keep it in touch.
Yeah, it's awesome. Keep him humble. So like
you
when
go.
we
Cool.
starts to, his head starts to inflate because you know.
There you go. Bring him back down.
Yeah, we're like, you know, you're complete trash, right? Yeah,
Don't forget.
yeah. He doesn't. That's the cool part is he never has ever been that kind of person.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
That's cool.
yeah.
That's very cool.
So enough about that piece of garbage.
It's not garbage.
Nah.
It's a big part
He knows I
of my
love him.
childhood.
It's all good.
All right, very cool. So, switching gears a little bit from all of the cool stuff that I really
All the
wanted
cool
to get
stuff.
to.
1 hour of all the of
All the
awesomeness.
great stuff.
Yes.
No, like what we've done in the past with our guests is had like a specific plan of like, all right, let's lead from one topic to another. And what we really tried to start doing is just like organically ask like a very simple question. And that's like, what is it right now that's going on with your kids or with your wife or just as a father, as a man? Like, what's going on right now that like you're either learning something about yourself or learning something about like just the relationship that you have with your family?
We just
It's
had
kind of deep. But
yeah,
like,
no.
I like it.
I just had I might get emotional. I don't know
That's
because it was a
That's
cool,
what it's-
proud parent moment.
I love it.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but yeah, it could. So
Hey,
disclosure out there, but
good.
no, like I'm putting Quinn to bed. So the way that we do it is like because my wife still nurses Kyla, so she takes her and then I take Quinn. We read 2 books and then I sit there until she falls asleep. So today, between our second book, which was about the first day of school, an Amelia Bedelia book. You guys
Oh, yeah.
familiar?
Absolutely.
Yeah? All right. So it's her first day of school, and we've read this book like 10 times already.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you ready for school? Because we're going to put her into a school into the fall, right? And then so I'm like, are you ready for this? Are you ready for school? And are you excited? And she's like, no, Dad, I'm scared. No, Dad, I'm scared. She calls me Da, like we're Russian or
That's
something.
what-
I'm like, we are
That's
far
what my
from
daughter
Russian.
calls me.
Far from Russian. Da.
Da.
Yeah, Da, scared. And I'm like, what are you scared of? She's like, oh, I'm just scared. And then she said, I'm shy. I'm like, okay. And she's far from shy.
Yeah.
I mean, just for like the first, like any kid, like 5 seconds. And then you're,
Yeah, and then boom.
boom.
Good.
Yeah.
Good to go.
So I'm like, can Daddy tell you a secret? And then she's like, uh-huh. And I tell her, I'm like, here's a secret. Daddy is also really, really shy. And, you know, what Daddy has to do is Daddy's got to be a little bit brave. And then Daddy found out, you know, to be brave and be strong. And then he found out that he's really good at making friends. Are you scared of making friends? And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, but you're going to be great at it. And then she was like, oh, okay. And I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I just like helped her through something just for like this one moment. And I was like, this is really cool.
But it is awesome.
Yeah.
That is so awesome.
Like we never had this conversation before. And she told me she's shy before, but not because, this thing's happening,
Yeah.
So it was just different and it felt really great.
Yeah,
And-
that's
And
awesome.
I'm sitting there, I'm texting my wife about it while I'm like, because when I'm done reading the books, I sit next to the bed.
Right.
And then I'm like, texting her, I'm like, oh my God, I have to like recall this because she wasn't here for this moment.
Yeah.
So amazing, though.
Yeah.
Like-
and it was cool because it was just us,
So what I think is really cool, and I don't know if everyone does it or if it's a natural thing or not, but I try and force myself to be like self-aware of those moments because they can happen and then you don't recall them until maybe I'm talking to Steve and he's like, dude, guess what just happened with Sam? And I'm like, dude, that
it
happened
just
like
happened
2
to me.
months ago.
Right,
Like,
right.
I didn't even think of how amazing that was.
It's hard to
but because it's really
take that stuff in the
hard.
moment.
Yeah.
Because life is just so,
Right.
Fast.
I mean, everything is just
Like think about
flying by.
You could be as you're sitting there, you could be thinking about, all right, I got to get this and this done before I go to bed, and I got to get this ready for work tomorrow, and everything else. But like for you to take that time
Yeah.
is amazing, I think, because I think
Those
that
are the
starts
moments-
giving ourselves credit, and like moms, dads, whatever, like give yourself credit as parents for like doing some amazing things.
It's hard to be aware because
Yeah.
It
there's
is.
so much stuff going on.
Because
and-
every night you're reading the book. Every night you're doing your routine.
Right.
And it's not every night that there's something like that happens.
Sure.
So when it does happen, it's kind of hard to
Well,
you notice it right away.
And you have
like
to,
you
like-
said, you kind of catch it later, like, fuck, like that was amazing.
Yeah.
You got to like pause.
Yeah, you
too,
do. You
and
really
you're
do.
like, whoa. Take this all in. It's kind of like when you get married and then you see everyone having the best time of the whole evening. You just need to take that 1 second.
Because that
step
day
out,
is
boom,
Yeah.
so
done.
fast.
So fast.
and it's so much fun and it's just over.
Yeah. And then you wrote the check already, so the money's gone too. It's
Oh,
gone,
yeah.
Oh my
money's
God, we just
gone
talked about
faster.
that the other day.
Yeah, I haven't talked about it. Let's not talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it. I told my wife, I'm like, I don't even know what the total was, and I still don't want to fucking know because it was so bad.
It still hurts.
Oh.
It still hurts. But yeah,
It was fun.
Being,
It's good times. Good times.
Being able to step back is very important. Like, so what do you do? How do you recognize those moments? I'm not good at it.
Yeah, I don't think I am either. But what I've been trying to do is like think before I answer.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, what I think the moments are is when, especially my son, because my son he's 4, but like I feel like he's like 12. I don't know.
Sure.
Like he's just he communicates very, very well, but he's smarter than he knows. But he also knows how to play the card where he's 4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
And
too
so,
smart.
Like, yeah.
It's too smart.
So like I get frustrated with it sometimes, and he'll ask me all these questions, and like I catch myself sometimes just answering and like trying to move it along because I'm trying to get us ready for dinner. I'm trying to get him to bed, or I know that I have a bunch of work that I need
Do
to
the
get
cooking?
done tonight. Sometimes.
Yeah.
we do
Sometimes.
both.
Okay.
We do both.
I like that.
So what I've been trying to do is stop and like listen to what he's saying. And sometimes it's, Daddy, before I go to bed, I want to read these 3 books, and I want to talk about. He likes dinosaurs too, so I really want to talk.
Quinn
about
loves dinosaurs
the
too.
Triceratops.
Oh.
And we have these books that have like all the different facts about them. I can't pronounce half the words or whatever.
They're
but,
tough
like,
to pronounce. I have that book. It's a huge book, and it shows you how to say it.
Right.
Still impossible.
Yeah, still so hard. But the good thing
Triceratops,
is
he knows. He knows
Yeah,
Triceratops.
he knows
That's
Triceratops.
his favorite.
So, but like
go
I
ahead.
try and like take the time to really understand what he's trying to say, because sometimes it's not that he wants to talk about Triceratops, it's that he wants to spend extra time because he's not really that tired, but he's trying really hard not to like get in trouble. So then I'm like, okay, so maybe we'll do like some different dinosaurs and we'll talk about that. You know what I mean? And like I don't know, that's not necessarily the same thing as, really teaching a lesson like how to not be shy, but like I think it's part of being self-aware, like your relationship with your kid. You know what I mean? And I know that I've been trying to really work on that.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
tough to, like you said, realize those moments and notice it. the sad fact is people always say, like, you'll be at a restaurant or something with your kids. They're like, oh, I remember when my kids were that age. Mm-hmm. They're like, take it in.
Yeah.
Because that time goes by like that. And it's so true.
Yeah, literally
if you think about it.
says that to you.
But it's
they're
cliche.
Right. They're right.
But you know they're right. You know they're right. But it's so hard, and we're all professionals, right? We all have our jobs, and you have to do everyday life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You have to, like you said, cook dinner, clean the house, get the kids to bed so you can try to get things done. Mm-hmm. And it's sometimes you get caught up in that where you are trying to get them to bed, trying to rush them to bed so you can go do your thing. Mm-hmm. And that sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So
And you don't even realize you're doing it. It sucks. And when you realize it, it hurts so
You
much
usually
more.
realize it afterwards.
You don't realize it till later. And that's the worst part.
Yeah.
right. And then you resent yourself.
You do. And then you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like,
Man,
why did I just spend that extra 5 minutes of
5
reading
minutes.
the book?
Yeah.
You're really like, come on. Like, you know,
Not even.
that's what sucks.
Dude,
not
I catch
even
myself
5
speed reading sometimes, and then I have to stop. I'm like, dude, I messed up. Let's start
Chill
this
out.
book over.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
right?
skip a page or something.
Like, and I know,
Why?
skip a page, or I'll just start going like, really.
I do the short books like 3 times because I'm like, you got to get
Dude,
something out
I
of
used
this.
to,
Yeah.
like, and I haven't done it in a while, but like, I would trick him and be like, dude, you want to see how fast I can read this book? He's like, yeah, Daddy, let me see how fast you can.
Right.
Little Blue Truck, whatever.
yeah.
And I'm like going fast, and I've memorized these books, so like.
We get convinced
Yeah.
that all this stuff that's happening is the most important thing, but really where we are in that moment is the most
That's the most important
thing.
thing. That's what it's all
and
about.
we know it, but we
Yeah.
But
kick
you
ourselves in the ass after.
You do. You don't realize it till later, and
Yeah.
it sucks because that's it.
Yeah.
That's the moment.
And they remember that.
For sure. I know.
Like, I've had Quinn go, Daddy, no phone, it's bedtime. And I'm like, oh my God, you're right. I'm a terrible father, you know?
You're
And,
not a terrible dad.
and no,
But right.
But you feel that. I get it. Because like
that.
those days when I leave to like
who
even
wants
like
that
tonight
sentence?
Right.
Nobody.
Right.
when I came here tonight, like Sam, like we're getting ready to put them to bed, and I'm like, everybody, I got to go in a little bit. He's like, you're not leaving again, are you? It's like, God damn,
Yeah.
this show takes me away from my family so much. No. But there are those nights where I have to leave like right around bedtime. Like if they don't
Yeah.
get in bed
Right.
Yeah.
at around 8, like I have to leave.
Yeah.
And he's like,
It's,
please don't
it's tough.
leave. And I'm like,
It's hard.
buddy.
Yeah.
See, it's funny. Gibbs will come. He's like, "Oh, Dad, are you doing Talking Dads tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm doing Talking Dads tonight." He's like, "Cool."
Good. Mommy time.
Okay.
Yeah. Now Sam gives me the guilt trip. He's good at it.
But on the other end too, they're always like, "Get out of here, Dad! I want
Yeah.
mommy." You're like,
Right,
"Oh,
right,
okay, cool,
right.
that's cool, yeah."
I love those
I
times
just
where
read
like,
10 books to you, whatever. Yeah,
when's mommy coming in?
right. Like, I don't want you, Dad. Get out of here. Okay, great.
Yeah, it's true. But it's
No, we have to do our part, and all we have to do is go like this. Throw our phone over there, and whatever is waiting for us, it'll
be there.
Right. It'll be there, man.
and my wife and I are really good about yelling
Look
at
at
each other
that. I
about
had to
that.
pull the phone closer. To
Yeah, it's
me.
like,
I get it. Dude, the other day. The other
Yeah.
day.
Speaking of that, look at this. This is my wedding ring. Do you see it?
Look at you.
I'm super
God,
nerd.
you really are.
I'm a
nerd.
super nerd.
Oh, look at you.
I'm a
Lord of the
super
Rings
nerd.
over
I
here.
can't. I can't.
Pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't.
mine says tungsten carbide on inside. It's not really that cool.
Oh, man.
It's
That's
cool.
a-
It's cool. It's cool to you, man. It's cool to you. Like, this is cool to me.
No, that's awesome though.
Yeah.
Triton.
So you are like,
I'm a loser. I'm a full loser. And
no,
I don't think so at all.
you know who you're
I have
like.
the
You know who
white
you're like.
tree of Gondor
You know who he's like?
tattooed on my ribs.
Okay, maybe he's not like that. I was gonna say, you know who you're like when you appreciate your movies like that. The nerding out thing is my brother Mike.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like that.
Mikey loves it.
He doesn't have a tattoo,
Yeah.
but he's a nerd with this stuff.
So-
Big time, more than I am.
So there's like a stigma with nerds is like everyone's like, oh yeah, superheroes or whatever, and the things that they're into.
Mm-hmm.
But like really what defines a nerd is like how into it they really are.
Yeah,
and they want
sure.
to talk about it, but like sports is okay to talk
Yeah,
about. And
right.
stats are garbage. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
for sure.
And people will talk about stats all day long.
Yeah,
and be like,
you're
All day.
Yeah. And
That's
for
your
whatever,
passion. Then
Here's
for
the
whatever
thing.
reason, that's okay. But talking about superhero stats and their power levels and if they're omega mutants is weird.
I don't think so.
Hit that purple button. No, I mean the reality is like if you're passionate about something,
That's
and
important.
Right? Everybody's got their
it's super
thing.
important. But if you're passionate about something and then you dial it back based on what somebody else thinks, like, do yourself a favor and reevaluate your priorities, because if you love something, just fucking do it.
That's
know
your
what I
thing.
mean? Like,
That's your
Talk
thing.
about it. Yeah. I mean, it
talk
makes you
about
happy.
it, embrace it. Like, as long as it's like healthy and
Yeah,
like-
absolutely. That's not.
like
It's
don't
not hurting anybody.
Right,
That's
I
what
love
you
for
like.
Spider-Man that hurts no one.
right,
Right?
exactly.
It actually helps everyone.
100%.
Spider-Man helps people.
That's it. That's all he does.
But yeah, I love that we got back onto
I will always bring it
superheroes.
back.
I love it.
You gotta
All
bring it
my
back.
passwords for everything
Full
for
circle.
Oh, wait a minute.
superhero. And,
You know, we never about Endgame. I never got to ask you
oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, we are going back.
because I have a interesting take on it. Fat Thor.
Oh, I loved him.
So-
that was great.
I think it was Ian that was like he wanted. So I thought it was
He wants his Chris Hemsworth. a
freaking
certain way.
hilarious. It was so funny. No,
So
trust me.
funny.
Thor's like my
For
favorite.
sure.
Like Thor in
That's why it's perfect.
Infinity War.
The man.
It was
The
awesome.
man.
He was awesome.
Freaking
Solidified
best.
himself as the
The
mighty Thor, the
best.
strongest
Right.
Avenger, the most powerful Avenger.
And he goes into this, and he just turns into.
And then,
Me.
the 5
right.
5 years go by, and then he's in a depression, and he's just eating all the Cheetos, drinking all the booze, whatever. Doesn't
He's
care.
the god of thunder. When it's time to suit up, don't you think he'd do
Punch
like
yourself in
4
the abs and you have a
push-ups and be fine again?
was Batman? Batman did.
Right.
So that wasn't okay,
Bruce
though?
Wayne did like 4 push-ups and climbed a rope, and his
but
back
it was
healed.
an instant thing, you know. So, and Hemsworth.
I love- dude.
Hemsworth said he fought to be staying in the fat suit.
Oh, really? Did
Yeah, and I was like, that's hilarious because
he loved
like,
it,
they,
huh?
they were like, we want to fix you.
Yeah.
You know, for the girls and the guys that have crushes on him.
Yeah. No big deal.
We
I'm
all
good.
do. Let's
Yeah.
be honest.
He's my favorite.
Look at him.
The
Look at him. It's
god
great.
of thunder.
I get it. I get it. If there was a guy, it's the one.
I gotta say, now that we're talking about it again, one of my favorite scenes of all time is when Chris Pratt and him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, when
Are you lowering your
Thor's
voice?
like,
Are you mocking me? No, that's how I talk.
That's so good.
That was so good.
Is perfect.
quit
and like,
massaging his muscles.
yeah, so good.
Oh, that whole
So
scene.
good.
I'm the leader of this ship.
Why are you talking like that? That's how I talk.
This is how I talk.
Oh, it's so good.
So good. No, in Endgame, I just wish that like I thought it was amazing. I laughed just as hard as anyone else in that theater.
Oh, so funny.
I just wish that like when it was time, he did like they could have like gotten away with doing like a Rocky montage scene and him doing like a couple.
There's no time, man. Thanos was already there.
Yeah, but like
No time.
Hulk and Tony were trying to figure out this time travel thing, and like he could have just been like doing a few push-ups.
They could have time traveled like.
I feel like he could have gotten away with
Nah,
it.
I like. Yeah, sure. They could have did it, but I liked him being
Alright.
fat
Agree to
because I
disagree.
thought it was hilarious, and it's like not what anyone expected.
Sure,
Right?
No, again,
Yeah,
I
it was like-
liked it. I just thought
Beautiful.
that they should have gone back before like everything else. But agree to
I
disagree.
gotta. Yeah.
It's not gonna make or break the movie for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
It didn't. That definitely did not break.
I'm not gonna
me.
be
was
mad
one of those
about
things.
it.
It was
About
one of
that
those things.
decision. It didn't change the course of how anything
Right.
went.
Right.
Can we talk about the credits really quick?
Sure.
Sure.
About how their signatures. Did you when they had like when they came down to like Cap, Iron Man?
No.
No, at the
I'm
end.
not following.
I
So
didn't see this.
you watch all the
watched.
credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when the Scarlett Johansson came by and then she would like her signature came across the screen. Like I don't know. I thought that was like incredible.
I didn't.
Oh,
It's just really cool.
I thought we like missed something.
No,
like,
no,
like
no.
There was something
That's
that
it.
like there was like
That's
a
it. They
hidden
just-
message in
they
there. or
just
something
showed,
that we
like,
missed. No, that was super cool.
they
Yeah.
signed off like this is the last decade of my life,
legacy of-
basically.
yeah.
Yeah,
right.
And like this is my signature and my stamp
Yeah, that is cool.
on this character. I hope you loved it.
So which
And-
ones though are still because they just announced Thor 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Spider-Man's supposed to have 9
Spider-Man-
movies.
9?
9?
I didn't know that.
Wow.
Yeah, I
So
don't know.
9 including the 4 he's been in?
Probably.
5.
Probably.
5?
Probably. So
He's got
probably
two standalone, Civil
total.
War,
Probably total 9.
Infinity War, and Endgame.
And
That's
then
5
Far From
already.
Home.
Oh, I said his two.
Oh,
his
okay.
two.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
two.
So he's got 5.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Just 4
probably
more.
4 more.
Probably 4
Still.
more.
They're starting phase 4, which we're hoping is Fantastic Four. We'll see.
You think so?
It better be. It makes sense. Phase 4, Fantastic Four.
I mean, sure.
They did the scrolls, so that means that opens it up. Super Skrull is a huge
Are they
Fantastic
a big part of
Four
Fantastic Four?
Fantastic Four is a huge part of the universe.
Really?
Huge
Okay,
part.
okay.
They just keep telling and showing bad movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
I
they
just
weren't
can't
that
remember.
good.
I watched
No.
the
Well,
last
couldn't
one.
What was the? Who
dude,
was
wait,
even in the
can,
last
Can
one?
what's his name come
Michael
back
B.
as?
Jordan, who
That's
played,
who it was.
Yeah, he was in it.
Wait, Michael B. Jordan? Was
Yeah,
in it?
he
Yeah,
was.
he's Johnny Storm. Makes
Yeah.
no sense. Yeah, and Killmonger.
Oh, I didn't even see that one.
It's
I
bad.
did. It's
really
not good.
You know what?
I completely forgot about it. That's how bad it was.
Who was Johnny Storm? The one before that?
Captain America.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
That's what I
Captain
thought.
America. Yeah,
Can he come back now?
he comes back in Fantastic Four.
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
For new people like, who haven't seen those before, be like, wait, what the
Yeah.
just happened?
That
Okay, I
was during,
thought so. Yeah,
that was during when they were just throwing things out
Yeah.
there. you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Before there was any type of
Yeah, I'm
organization.
super excited for. I mean, because we don't really even know
Nobody
a whole
knows.
lot about what's going to happen, right?
Nobody
Like,
knows.
Nothing's been like
gotta have-
officially
so-
announced.
So
They have-
Comic-Con's happening like literally right now.
Okay, so there's gonna be some stuff
they're-
coming out.
They're thinking that they're going to have something.
Something.
Just
So they're
like
gonna have Guardians of the
10
Galaxy with Thor, probably.
We hope.
You
I
have
think-
to have
Although if they announce
Adam
Thor
Warlock,
4,
right?
I would think.
Because they
Right.
pretty much introduced him
Right.
in the last
Right.
right.
Guardians.
Yep.
So we kind of probably have to do something with that.
X-Men. They got the rights now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that
that's
would
the thing
be
is this merger makes like or
everything.
not merger, but like
Yeah.
their buyout
Yeah.
makes everything possible.
Yeah. So when
I mean, could
what
could,
I've read,
could Hulk get a standalone movie now?
does anybody want it?
I would,
I do.
but I would want it pre
Pre
Endgame.
Professor Hulk or whatever it was, whatever he is.
Doctor.
Doctor.
Hulk.
Thank
Doctor.
you. Doctor
There,
Hulk.
You're good.
Yeah, I would want
Dr.
it pre. I would want it pre meshing of the
Well,
two.
What they're saying, and I've read, is that when Hulk did the snap, right? All right.
That's a good snap.
Yeah.
Dang, a good snap.
That it released the X gene into the universe that we haven't had, and then that's where the X-Men can come from. And I was like, oh, interesting.
I don't know if I understand
Wow.
the physics behind that, but I'll say
Science.
okay.
I'm gonna
It's,
Google it. It's science.
Comic
That's where you
book
start right there.
science.
Listen,
So
if it was explained, I wouldn't understand the physics of it. So like,
We-
I just
I'm gonna
tried
go
to
with
sound
it.
smart.
I believe. You know what? He's right.
science.
It's just science.
If you're keeping score, you know,
Score.
yeah, you know.
God damn it!
Come on, Dusty.
It's been so long.
Oh, turn that off.
Score until you score. Till you score. That's right, baby.
Yeah, we're a little rusty on our buttons here.
Oh, you're good.
tonight.
Yeah. All right. So what were we talking about?
Wow, you
Phase
guys watching
4?
Spider-Man at home?
Yeah, right.
I love it.
Jeez. Is it the Grinch Spider-Man? What is down there? What's this? Look below
Yeah, it
the
is.
screensaver.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Oh, I'm wrong,
Into the
TV.
Spider-Verse movie gear test plus the Grinch.
Did you see?
Interesting.
It was maybe a year ago when it was like a little kid, and his dad was carrying him, and he was like,
Oh, up on the
dressed
walls
up.
and
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah. Oh
Dude,
man,
Gibbs
that was
makes
like
me do that all the time.
So good.
you should do it every day.
Yeah, we do
and
it all the time.
videotape it and put it on the internet
Right.
for fun. For me, just do it for
I'll do
me.
it.
Just
I'll
do it for me.
just for you.
I'll watch it. I'll be
I
one of the.
will.
I'll be one of the. How many of our
If I
viewers
can
we
get-
have?
If I can get Quinn to do it in the Spider-Gwen outfit, yes.
Absolutely.
Did you buy the outfit?
No, we
Just
get
buy-
to,
just
you get to
buy
hand
it.
make it just like Peter Parker did.
I need to get Gibbs a.
Just to hand make it. All right, start putting it together and just kind of put it in her pajama drawer.
What took you so
I don't know
long?
where this came from.
Oh my gosh,
It's so
well-
strange.
Everything else is dirty, so
It's just all
we have
tied
to
up
wear
with
it.
like some twine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a note says with great power comes great responsibility.
Oh,
She'll-
this is weird. This
She'll
is the
get
bottom
it.
of the drawer.
She'll get it. Yeah.
This is strange.
Just wear it.
Yeah, I guess we have to. I guess we have to because there's nothing left in the drawer.
Yeah.
We're washing everything. So
Actually, tomorrow's pajama day at school.
Oh yeah.
I think so. I think that's
Whoa,
what he
that's-
said. I could be wrong.
It's Friday.
better
Casual
have.
Friday.
I don't have a
Or
note.
maybe,
Friday.
so you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's that for his toy, he wants to wear his Spider-Man costume.
All right, because I was getting pretty nervous, so I sent Sam to school and missed another note.
How does he feel about the different Spider-Man costumes?
He loves them all.
All of them.
All of them.
That's amazing.
It does not matter. I mean, Miles is definitely his favorite.
Miles is awesome.
They splash day,
Which is very cool. Like, I love that, like, he's embracing, like at the same time. Well, okay, so to be fair, in my world, Miles is brand new.
Yes, he is.
Is that
But
true?
for him-
Okay.
He's
So I
new.
didn't know if, like,
Oh, he's brand new.
years ago there was a Miles Morales character.
Within the last 10 years, yeah.
Oh, there has been?
But yeah, so he came out in the books and he was awesome.
Right.
And he was an ultimate
Yeah.
comic book, whatever. But yeah, and I do own that. So, number one.
But like,
whatever,
no, I think
whatever.
that's super cool that
But
like he's
it
embracing like
reintroduced
the
this
characters
brand
of
new
his
way.
generation, right?
Yeah,
And, like,
yeah, that's
like hopefully in 30
the Star
years.
Wars of this generation,
Right.
the characters
Oh,
of
he
this
loves
Exactly.
Star Wars, too.
generation.
which
you
makes
know?
sense because we did the same thing.
Exactly.
He's really into Star Wars too. Not that he's like watched the movies, but he watches the trailers all the time.
And
he does
wants to know.
Well, he tries to do Rey.
Yeah.
So in the new trailer, he tries to do the thing where she jumps
Flips.
up over and flips over, and then it's so funny.
It's
You
so
know, like,
awesome.
He like holsters his saber.
So he starts running.
Yeah. It's
man.
so good.
The
Flips
kid is
into the
cool,
fireplace.
Man. The kid is cool.
You're driving
That is awesome.
you're driving his Hot Wheels at him, so you flip over it. All right, you really want to do it? All right, hold on.
So here, let me. This just happened in the comic book world. Okay, Ninja Turtles. You guys like Ninja Turtles?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Did you read about this?
No.
No. Okay. So weird. No. So Ninja Turtles like issue, I think it's like 95, and this just came out. I don't own it. I wish I did, but there's a new Ninja Turtle.
What?
Whoa.
Whoa! Right?
What color? Is this?
Different color. I'll get to the color. Right.
Wait a minute. So like,
It's a girl,
okay.
which is great.
Yeah, I agree.
I love it. So here's the story real quick. So like she was this big decorated foot soldier,
Okay.
right? And then there was another foot soldier that was super jealous of all their awesomeness, right? Like so kept getting all the promotions or
Yeah.
whatever, right? So that foot soldier turns on her, kills her, or stabs her or something, and then Leonardo and Donatello come in and give her a blood transfusion to save her life because they're the best dudes
Right.
/ turtles ever.
Yeah.
And then their
Dudes
blood
is good.
turns her into a turtle, which is like,
Okay.
okay, all right, I'm on board, you know?
Yeah.
And then she wears yellow and she's got like
Oh, yellow.
claws. And
got
I'm like,
claws,
I don't know. I think her name's Jenica. I don't know. But she looks cool. And I'm like, hey, man,
I have to
what
look this up.
what a great way to introduce
I want to know what her shtick is.
that's
Like-
a shtick.
Well, no, but I mean, like Leo's the leader.
Yeah.
Donatello's a badass.
Donnie's
Yeah,
like,
so she's probably got-
smart
Raphael.
one.
She probably has a
Raphael's
bad attitude, not adhering
more
to
like
the
Raph.
ways. Yeah, more
Yeah.
like Raph, but
Yeah.
like, with girl things.
Yeah.
Michelangelo's a party dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you ever listen to the 90s intro music for the cartoon?
So that's why I said he's a party dude.
Yeah.
It's because I watched an episode with Sam the other day.
Dude.
On TV Zion,
Yeah.
they have all the old episodes.
Really?
So Sam and I watched like 5 episodes the other day of the original.
Oh, see, we're gonna
starting
have
in
to do that.
the
So,
80s,
yeah, it's probably the 80s. yeah.
89.
But like, it's so funny because like, like the lyrics to that song are just incredible. Because
Yeah.
it's like
And they're green.
Leonardo leads, Donatello does machines.
Yep.
yeah, does machines.
I love it. And they're
Raphael
green.
is
Like,
cool.
oh, yeah.
They say Raphael's cool,
Cool but rude.
cool but rude.
Yeah,
Michelangelo's a party dude.
Love it.
The Pizza Monsters is the best
good.
episode of all time. If you don't know what I'm talking about,
I do know
All
that
right.
there was like a hang glider in it. Yeah.
Yeah, there was.
Um,
I watched that all the time on VHS when I was little.
Oh yeah.
yeah, me too. Me too. Because that was one of
Me
the
and my
ones
neighbor,
that we had.
yeah, they had it
Dude,
on VHS.
FHS or something, like it was like Family Home Studios. I always remember that. I don't know why.
Oh, like that intro, like that.
Yeah, like this is the company that
Yeah.
put this
Yeah.
together. Yeah.
I remember watching that at my neighbor's house all the time.
Yeah. Oh man, Ninja Turtles was my jam. Who's your favorite turtle? Let's talk about it.
Turtle?
It says a lot about you.
Leo. 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like
You're-
Leo.
You're Leo.
I like Leo.
Oh, I'm a Raph guy.
You're a Raph guy?
Interesting.
I can see
You're
that.
cool but rude.
So like,
Raph's probably my second. Michelangelo's a little too.
he's too cool, man. He's too cool.
Raph's such a badass.
I
Dude,
never picked
in the
cool
movie.
Guy. Never picked the cool guy.
In the actual movie, the first movie,
Okay.
he's such a badass.
Who? Which one?
Raph.
Oh yeah.
He goes
Yeah,
on
he's
his
the
own.
best.
And
The best.
he's fighting
Yeah.
Casey
Jones
Jones in the
Yeah.
in
Park.
Central Park.
Yeah.
And
For sure.
that movie's so good.
Yeah,
I gotta
listen-
watch that movie.
Listen,
so
you
good.
can't possibly pick a wrong turtle. You
can't pick a wrong turtle.
You can justify any which way.
If you pick Michelangelo, I'm gonna judge you though. You know, because then you're like, oh yeah.
So
You're-
you
picked the
didn't really
most
watch.
popular
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
All right, nunchucks. That's cool.
Yeah.
I pick Raph over because of his weapons.
Because you like the size.
I love the size because they're not meant for
Size
the
or
They're not
stabbing.
meant for.
They're-
They're not meant for.
They're for
Weapons.
taking.
Right.
You know, they're
Right.
disarming.
Disarming,
weapons,
right.
which is cool. And
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I like that about you. So-
He was cool. He
And
was always
Red.
like more of a loner than the other.
Yes.
three.
Right.
And like wanted
That
to do kind of his
attitude.
own thing. And
And to pick
Wants to beat
Leo
his own
though
drum.
to be the leader.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm a
Love
big
Leo.
leadership
I
guy.
love Leo.
Big leadership guy.
that's awesome.
Love it.
That says a lot
Yeah.
about you. That's what I was saying.
Always
both
loved
of
Leo.
you. Both of you.
Always loved
Yeah.
him.
Katanas, obviously, awesome.
Just went down.
Yeah, you get short. All right. We're going down the rabbit hole here on some.
I will take us through all the rabbit holes. Red
All of
pill,
them.
blue pill, all those.
Oh
things.
my
Oh, no,
God!
did
You
I
just
just
opened up.
open it
You just
Did I open
opened
it
up
Did
a
I open it
door.
I'm sorry.
Dude, I'm in.
You opened up a door.
Let's talk about it. Let's go. I mean, just related back to Parenthood with the Matrix.
Ooh. Relate it back to Parenthood.
Morpheus.
So,
They're doing a new one.
are they really?
Michael B. Jordan is actually going to be young Morpheus.
Really?
Really?
I think
Morpheus?
Netflix. Yeah. Oh. How good are those movies? Well, how good is the first movie?
The
How good is the first
movie.
one?
It gets
first
so
1.5.
I mean, I'm fine.
I
with
like all of them.
I'm fine with all of
Yeah.
them.
Dude, the first one was so amazing because it was just so
Standalone by itself.
amazing.
Yeah, it's so good. So good. We haven't
Nope.
seen anything
Like that before. That just came out and just
Right.
blew everyone's mind.
Yeah, just
Well,
oh my
yeah,
God,
just
yeah.
the stunts and
Dude.
the concepts were just
Yeah.
like, wait
So
a
good.
minute, what?
Yeah.
Well, and the internet was so like
New.
somewhat new.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's not that it was new, but like people didn't think of it as
correct.
like, oh, like
program.
shit, that everything is connected.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
like
yeah.
it was just like an encyclopedia. It was
Yeah.
just like, yeah, I can look shit up.
That's a sweet movie.
Ask Jeeves.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, that's Jeeves. I
I
love
think Matrix
Jeeves.
was one of like the first like 3 DVDs that my family had. And
Really?
so I watched it. It was
Gladiator,
Perfect Storm,
and
and
Matrix.
Matrix.
Those are the movies, man.
Perfect story. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. That's
See,
fine.
I was going to throw that one in there, but I do remember you having that at your house.
Yeah.
It's like when a parent would have people come over to the house and they're like, I got to show
Gotta
people
check
I
this
got to show
out.
my DVD
I
player.
gotta show my DVDs.
I got to show
off.
you my new TV. I'm throwing in Gladiator.
Oh yeah.
Are you not entertained?
So like, you're watching that and people are like,
Great movie.
this is really impressive.
This is on all the time. At
Yeah,
my
I
house.
oh,
Yeah.
Oh weird.
oh, this is
This is
on.
weird.
No
This-
one's in this room.
Oh, this scene.
Why don't you guys take a seat? And then
So
you end up watching the whole movie.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, oh yeah, just sit down, hang out. Russell Crowe's on
So
it again.
cool.
That's weird.
Fine.
Got some popcorn here. Put your feet up. New recliners.
Yeah,
That's no big deal.
It's no big deal. Here's some popcorn. It's
Yeah.
always ready.
It's fine.
Jiffy Pop.
Jiffy Pop. Oh man. But yeah, no, Matrix was
It's cool.
incredible.
So cool.
So
Love thinking about that sometimes.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable.
It is.
There's not a lot of movies at that point in time that made you go and question
Wait a minute.
things. Yeah.
Like-
Hold on a second. Am I
Am I a battery?
following this? I'm a battery?
Deja vu?
What is it? Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah.
Deja vu is a glitch.
glitch in the
Yeah.
Matrix.
I still
so
say
good.
that all the time.
Yeah. Oh,
Anytime
so good.
somebody ever says deja vu, I still say that. Oh, it's a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah,
They're
obviously.
like, what?
Yeah,
nerd?
it's just a dad line right there.
so cool.
It is.
So
I'm
cool.
okay with it.
We all do it.
Yeah.
I say
for
a
sure.
lot of movie quotes from.
Yeah, we
old movie.
sometimes
We do.
speak in movie quote.
Yeah, Liz is like,
So,
of course. You guys are.
like our wives will be
Idiots.
like, "What are you guys talking
Like,
about?"
oh, you've never seen that before?
It's like a phenomenon that like girls just can't
Yeah,
do it.
they
you
can't.
know?
Well, because they don't pay attention.
Yeah, they don't
I feel
care.
like-
They don't care. That's
Right.
No, they do.
They're like-
to movies that they like.
Well, fair, yeah.
right?
You're right, because like I can't memorize.
See, my
her Hallmark
wife's more of a
movies.
show person. She's like loses interest, but she'll watch 7 hours of The Office, but won't watch a full movie.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
That's just the way she
I can't
is.
get my wife on binge-worthy TV shows.
My wife won't watch anything current.
Because if Liz watches something, she gets hooked. Like, I
Yeah,
can fall
she
asleep.
does,
I'll fall
yeah.
asleep. This one night I woke up, it was like, I don't know, 3 a.m. on a Thursday night. And I roll over and I put my arm over and she's not there. I'm like, oh, that's weird. So I walk into the family room, I hear the TV's on. And she's sitting there with a bowl of ice cream and she looks at me and she goes, I fucked up. And I'm like, it's 3. She's like, I know. She's like, I can't stop.
I can't stop myself.
On Netflix, it's just like, well, episode ends. I can watch
and
another one.
And that
Yeah.
little warning after like 4 episodes,
Continue
are you
watching?
still watching? It's
like,
that
How,
doesn't.
how
Yes.
dare you ask
Are
me
you out
that
of your
question?
mind? Yes.
Yeah.
It's stupid, huh?
You son of a bitch.
Don't
Never.
insult me.
Don't you
Yeah.
ever ask me that question again.
So I've gotten Amanda to watch like really cool shows. Like, you guys big fans of Sons of Anarchy?
I liked
I
the
was
first
until-
3 or 4
I
Until-
was
seasons.
until
It's a good show.
Opie.
Yeah, once
Died.
we went, like
Sad.
it was hard. But then they started like redoing stuff.
Here's the thing
I
with
felt like it
here's the
was
thing
either
with
5
all
or
the
6.
shows. When you get to a certain point,
Yeah.
it begins to be too much.
Listen, I love.
I know you love
like,
it. I can tell you.
religiously
I can
that
tell
show.
you.
So good.
I loved it,
Sad.
and I loved when it came on every. Was it
Tuesday.
Tuesday
It
night?
was Tuesday nights
And I
on
remember
FX.
watching. I was so
and they were
pumped to watch
doing
it.
their 90-minute episodes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
No,
cool.
dude, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Trust me,
show.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I thought
But
it
it's
did
got-
get repetitive
I understand.
after 6 years.
You're just waiting for people to die,
Yeah.
essentially.
Right.
And you're
didn't
like,
think
how,
Opie was
how
gonna
are
die.
they going to die?
Because I liked Opie so much.
I want
Yeah,
to rewatch
that was
that
sad.
actually though, because I haven't watched
It was
again
sad.
in
It
a
was
while.
sad.
I wasn't expecting that.
Everybody
was
that
pissed.
everybody that died, so sad. Every single person, all the way to the end, because you're so
Yeah.
invested.
Yeah.
Because you're like I don't give 2 craps about motorcycles, gangs,
Right.
any of that stuff. I like,
But they got you hooked on these characters.
but I
Yeah,
love
it was
them. I
very
was like,
good.
man, I love this family. I want to kind of be inside of the
There was
Teller
like
family.
real,
I don't know
real
why.
problems, and they
Yeah.
worked through
Yeah.
them like a real family might.
Just
Yeah.
so dysfunctional that I was just like, let me get in there,
Yeah.
let me fix it, and then
It was
just,
good.
Oh man, it was awesome. You know,
Yeah.
and she liked Breaking Bad too. You got
Oh, I love Breaking Bad.
on,
Can't
let's
say
be
a
real.
bad thing about Breaking Bad.
So good.
Amazing. So
Better
good.
not. You better not.
The movie's coming out, right?
Is there a movie?
Yeah, there's a movie.
Did you guys watch,
what's his name?
Aaron Paul.
Aaron Paul.
Okay. It's I only did that once.
It's-
Is watch that through once. I need to watch it again. We're just waiting. For
I think
nothing.
I've gone through twice.
It's so good. The writing is just incredible.
Aaron Paul supposedly is filming the movie now, where
Okay.
but it's just him after the fact.
Oh, after
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
After the
After
end.
Walt, yeah. That's incredible.
Because we really don't
Just
know.
with Hank on the toilet, like that's just the
Yeah.
greatest moment.
Oh, good.
And he's just putting it all together,
Yep.
and
It's
you're
like-
like,
Oh
book and,
my
like-
god.
oh my god.
yeah, like this, just so good.
It was
Dude,
so
like some of
freaking
those
good.
shows that like you
So
feel
good.
some shit.
Yeah,
Like you're
No, you
just
do.
like,
'Cause you get so involved in these shows. You get hooked. Like you said, you get pulled into it.
yeah,
Take it personally.
yeah,
It's crazy.
for sure.
TV will do that to you.
yeah. If they're,
I mean, that's
if
just
the
a
writing is
compliment
right,
to the
you know?
writing and
But-
like the acting.
Yeah.
I feel like
Absolutely.
Is it better? Here's a good question. Would you prefer to watch a show that's like that you're looking forward to watching every Thursday night, or watch it all at once?
So,
Go ahead.
oh,
You have to pee?
Take a break.
yeah,
Dude, go,
I didn't
man.
know if that was illegal or not. We're in a live.
No,
Whatever.
hey, trust me, I've done it before.
Okay. I don't know.
Where were we? So
And we're back.
one question before we. Whoa. Do your best radio voice, and we're back because you have the best.
And we're back.
That's really good.
That's Dirty Dan the Garbage Man.
There it is.
Yeah. Dirty Dan the Garbage Man.
Yeah.
I do not have a good radio. You guys actually have really good radio voices.
Really?
I'm gonna go with I don't. Right now,
think
I'm
he's saying we're ugly.
serious.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
We have faces for radio. is what he's
Faces
saying.
for radio. No.
It's okay.
I've listened to your podcast before I came on here.
Thank you.
And yeah, no, you guys do an excellent job. I mean, I wouldn't be here if I didn't think you did do an excellent job. And this has been incredible. It's been 2 hours. It's been so much
Right,
fun.
right.
It is fun.
I love what you're doing. You guys are putting out a great message out there to everybody, and I love the mission behind it too. Just trying to have dads talk about the real stuff and give advice to dads who might be going through certain things. And there's definitely things that, maybe we didn't touch upon because we keep talking about superheroes.
You know what? That's okay, though, because it's okay to change it up from time to time. Because we do get our message across.
But you do get your message across with a lot of the other stuff that I've already listened to. So
Well,
you
here's
guys
the-
have done a great job.
And here's the other secret is like getting together with another dad and just like sitting down for a few hours.
Oh, this is
without
so nice.
Without being on your phone for like the whole time.
It's
or
fun to
being
put it away.
distracted or
Just unplug, even though mine's sitting right here.
whatever
but-
it is,
Disconnect,
like-
right? Yeah.
Disconnect.
Yeah,
That's what it's all
unplug
about,
for a little bit. Like
I was
it's-
so
Have
excited.
a personal
nice.
conversation with someone. It's a therapy session is what we always say. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
therapy.
I was so excited to do this today because it's like, it's not often that I get to go out on a weeknight, you
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
And just like go and hang out. We've never actually all hung out
That's
together
true.
like this.
This is
So
awesome.
this is very nice.
We've been in the
do it
same
more.
room. We've
Yeah.
been in the same places, but we've
Yeah.
never just
Yeah.
hung out.
Right.
Let me see a little bit more of that because
yeah.
for the cheers,
Please. Yeah,
just
yeah.
cheers, and I had nothing to sip on. So
for sure.
So do you guys have something against my Glenlivet from Scotland?
so,
know, 12
I
years.
haven't been turned on to scotch yet.
No.
Have you never really had it?
I've had it.
Yeah.
I've hung out
It's
with
just
Paul.
like- oh, yeah,
Paul,
right.
Mr. Markel.
So
It's like Tom.
So
like,
the
just give me a-
peatiness.
show me some Weller here.
Yeah, give me
Just a little
Weller.
si-
Just give me a little.
and that's how I feel about Burby. I don't know.
So bourbon
Oh, I'll
is
give
a
you
little
too much.
sweeter.
I just give you. Go ahead. Have some, and I'll drink the rest if you want.
It's really good.
It's so strong.
No, this is 40%. It's 80 proof. This is
I don't know.
I have a quick question for you guys, real quick.
I don't know. I know nothing.
Are
about Scotland.
this is
you
the same. Exact
are
same.
you or are you not storming Area 51?
I'm not.
I would never.
No.
Here's the
fucking
thing.
They're gonna,
stupid.
they're gonna kill people.
They're gonna kill them.
They're killing
Here's
people.
the thing. They're doing it on my birthday. I kind of got shit to do.
Oh, this is not great. This is not great. Sorry, it's not
It's
great.
so different.
Yeah, it's
So different.
they're both whiskeys. I don't
They are
understand.
both
It is. This
whiskeys.
is different.
Oh,
That's so good. The reaction
just
was
very
phenomenal.
different.
It's so much better.
very different.
Ian, let me ask you this as a military man.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, you're not getting a million people in there. But anyway, because trying to get a million people down a 2-lane highway is
Right.
going to be okay.
Yeah.
Regardless, it's not happening. But
Right.
in a situation where you have people storming you, civilians putting your life in danger
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
a soldier, I mean,
Well, listen.
what do you, I mean,
Listen.
what's the
From what
proper,
I understand is that the area surrounding Area 51, which is like
huge. It's not, you can't,
80 some miles, square
Oh,
miles, like
just
around.
80. So just 80.
Like
you,
it's
you would
huge.
spend hours trying to get from the
Correct.
outside
Correct.
I mean,
to get into
seen-
actual.
Once you
I've
get
seen Independence Day.
I know everything about Area 51 now.
Yeah,
I know everything.
from what
Welcome to
I understand,
Earth.
the
Need to know
area,
basis.
the buffer in between is still a shoot to kill area. Like
It's
you
a military
cannot-
base.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like
So the problem is going to be, and you're going to watch on September 20th. There's going to be some morons that go there,
Yeah,
sure there
Of
is.
course.
and I hope to God that they're prepared enough to set a perimeter back even further,
Yeah.
to stop people before anyone actually gets.
you're not going to get down that road.
Because there
I-
are going to be some idiots that get as far
For
as,
sure.
as they can go.
Yeah.
And there are going to be guys that are going to do their job and they're going to kill them.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see that happen.
Well, no.
Right.
Because nothing is going to be gained.
You're gonna have to have riot control
What's the
first
point?
before
And
the
listen-
front line is gonna have to be pepper spray, like or
I think that there's
tear
fucking
gas.
aliens there.
I know
Sure.
they're.
Sure.
But I'm not going to test my luck and try and break in.
No.
What are you gonna do if you did?
Yeah. Hey, what's that? We're gonna storm the White House.
You're probably not gonna make
Like-
it out. You know.
I just had to bring it out because it's just.
No, you're right. It's
This is,
huge right now.
We're not Will Smith. We cannot.
No, I can just show them an
Say-
alien and be like, here you go. They're like, oh,
Right.
sorry, sir, come on.
Or Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, you want to see some ID?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Or some clearance?
Some clear.
Yeah.
It's clearance enough.
so good.
So
So good.
good.
So good.
Or just show up as Randy Quaid.
Yeah.
God.
I'm back.
Need a ride,
Of our forefathers.
God.
Yo,
So good.
Oh my god, best ever.
so good.
I've been saying it. Been saying it for 10
been
damn
saying
years.
it.
I've been saying it, Miguel. Oh my
Is there
god.
is there a better president than Bill
Bill Pullman? No.
I mean,
No,
that's an
that
incredible
speech?
speech.
Yeah,
incredible
it's
speech.
incredible. So
Goosebumps.
good. Yeah.
Is there more of a handsome co-pilot than Jeff Goldblum?
He was amazing. I
He's
do
awesome.
love.
He
I mean,
really is
he's-
awesome.
he's great.
At everything.
I mean, my
great.
favorite rendition of Jeff Goldblum has got to be
Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park.
For
I
sure.
mean,
Yeah,
with a
easily.
great name
Dude.
like Ian.
Easily.
Oh yeah, well, for sure. You ever try that move with the water running off the girl?
course.
With the hand? Okay,
No, never.
that's how you got Chelsea.
So speaking of dinosaurs, really quick, because your son
Yeah.
loves them.
Yeah.
Quinn loves dinosaurs too. She watches on Amazon Prime
Dino Dana.
both of them,
or
and
Dino Dan?
and Trek Adventures,
Oh, I don't know if he's
which is
seen
Dino
Trek.
Dan's
Oh, yeah.
brother or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Not
Let's
great
get into
shows.
that.
Not
No.
great shows.
They're okay.
They're okay. I'm just happy that there's something that
Yeah.
there's out there.
Right.
Just if you think about it as a perspective, and you're like, "What's wrong with these kids? They just see dinosaurs everywhere," and you're just kind of like,
Right,
"That's
right.
kind of strange." A little
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
probably a little crazy. It's,
Sure.
But Quinn's favorite dinosaur is. Do you know? Are you guys versed in dinosaurs?
I'm better now than I have been in a
Better
long
now?
time.
I'm not
but
reading a lot of books
I-
now because I have to.
I don't know
Okay.
that I will be able to. But
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see what I got.
try.
Let's
Are
see
you
what I got.
aware of the Ankylosaurus?
Yes.
I am.
Yes. Right.
Yes.
So
It's one of the ones I can pronounce.
yeah, she's like Ankylosaurus, Ankylosaurus. I'm like, why? This is awesome. You know, just
I love when he, like my son, repeats some of these names.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah.
impressive. And like I'll show him a picture and he'll say the name. I'm like, dude,
Isn't that nuts?
yeah.
Good for
it's-
you, man,
They're
'cause
so
I can't.
Their
smart.
capacity
They're so
to
smart.
like learn and memorize.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's memorizing
It's
things. So
just
I have a book. It's
incredible.
called like My Dad Is, and it's like a bunch of different. It's like a 12-page book, and every page shows like a funny picture.
We couldn't get more than 12 pages. Typical.
I know dads. We don't really. We don't really
It's
have to
good,
pull
right?
that
Yeah,
moms
it's
get.
all good.
We'll take what we
Hey,
can
let's
get.
write one. We'll make it at least like 16 pages.
I'm in.
13. Lucky number 13.
Let's not get too crazy with 16. Let's go down because they might not put that one on the shelves. This dad has way too many pages. No, but he memorized that entire book.
Yeah.
He says every page by looking.
So
I mean,
cool.
I love that. That's so
Yeah,
cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah, you
it's
know, that's
amazing
kinda-
what they can do.
Yeah,
It's true.
Like Quinn has this. Is it Eric Carly or
Carl?
Carl. Okay, yeah.
yeah.
So what's the
Brown
book?
Bear?
It's garbage. I hate Brown Bear. She loves Brown Bear. I hate
Brown Bear's
Bear.
like his classic, but he's got
There's
so many.
so
bad.
many classic books though.
It's not the Hungry Caterpillar one. It's a different one.
We have that caterpillar in our house. And that book.
I really
I don't
should
know
know,
why.
all of his. by
So
heart,
so
but I
he's he's got all these books.
Yeah.
And it's the artist that painted a blue horse.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
So it's like that's one of the books that she reads to
makes sense.
Kyla because it's so easy.
Yeah.
Right. Well, for me it's easy, right? But like for her, she just memorizes them,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
which is really incredible. But like the English is like broken.
Right.
I am a good artist and I paint and then it's
Well,
Yeah.
it's just very simplified.
it's simple.
But that's
it's
what's
fine.
great about, and, you know, and again, being in early childhood education, like
Right.
the repetitiveness and the simplification of it is so instrumental in them understanding the building blocks of language. I mean, it really is. And like studies have shown, like, that's why, you know, you might get bored with reading the same book
Yeah.
every single night.
Okay, we
But
got a
that
couple
is
drunk guys.
so good for them.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Those guys are cool, man.
They definitely just came
I like
from,
that guy. He's dancing very well.
He was across the street waving at me doing that dance, and then they were both like, and they came running across the street.
What song's playing in their heads?
I don't know.
It's just a good one.
That guy
Yeah.
was
I'm
feeling
going to
good.
say it was some,
Oh, what's a good rapper now?
Coolio. No?
Tupac.
Tupac.
Wait, cool now?
Cool. Oh,
Or
cool.
cool
now.
for us?
I don't know. I don't know anything about music anymore. I don't know.
Lil Dicky?
Lil Nas X.
So we're.
Oh, well, here's one
That's the
song.
thing.
Yeah.
In Mayfield.
Yeah,
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty
That was
awesome.
really
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, my kid Gibson loves that song.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's
fine.
not to like,
It's
right?
fine.
Yeah.
What kind of music do you guys like?
I like everything.
Everything.
My
What's your.
playlist that like
So what's the
every
cool-
time. Okay, what's
what's
my
the most-
favorite music?
No. So if you have an everything playlist, what's the most known thing, and then what's the most rare thing that would be on there?
Known thing and rare thing. Oof. Known. I'd say something probably recent. Well, so now I have to include my kids on my listening.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like, oh. Whew, that's a good question.
You should get these ice cubes. You should get ice cubes.
That's what,
That's what she said.
so you say it's hard for you, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
hard
cool.
for me. That was good.
Just making sure. So I have some like, so random weirdness would be like, I have like Van Morrison.
Okay.
That's like my dad used to listen to that kind of, like, you know,
Yeah.
I love Van Morrison back in the day. Well known. I have like Tupac, but I don't know if that's like,
It's awesome.
yeah, but
I love it.
I love Tupac.
Yeah, that's like
I love
super
it.
Like,
well
I
known.
like, yeah, exactly.
Is that what you were going for?
Yeah,
there?
so I was going for well known on
Yeah.
that. Like the other day, I was listening to like a bunch of Bone.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I was driving to your house, and I listened to 4 songs in a row from Eternal
East 99.
Night East 99,
Yeah.
and I listened to it on the way to your house the other day, and I was just like by myself because I was going to do
What songs?
this show.
Yeah.
What songs?
Yeah.
Mr. Ouija?
Oh my god, yeah, dude. So I
Is it the Crossroads?
So I listened
the
to-
first version?
I listened to this the new version, the newer
version. That's
the older
cool.
version's phenomenal.
Yeah, they're
It's
both
so-
good. Yeah.
I mean, God, you can't go wrong.
I mean,
with
come
any
on.
of
Yeah.
them.
They're
Dude,
thugs.
God, there's so many
They're
songs.
thugs, but they're
Whoa.
also in harmony.
Exactly. Bone Thugs.
I love
It's so good.
and
and
then the
Harmony.
Yeah.
till days. Yeah.
Dude, I don't listen to music anymore.
No? Oh, interesting.
Like, it is so rare. I don't care if I'm working out or if I'm at work or if I'm driving. I've completely switched my
good save.
listening pleasures to podcasts.
Unless you're listening to Spider-Man.
Well, right. Like, my kids in the car, I'm either listening to the
Yeah.
Spider-Verse
or
soundtrack.
ABCs.
Or Baby Shark.
Yeah. Okay. So
yeah.
podcasts
We've all
are
been
my
there.
what I listen to at work.
Yeah, I mean...
And then there's sometimes when I do it when I'm driving by myself or sports talk radio. But there are some times where I just need to play some
it is-
music.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just gotta listen to
I
music
gotta have
sometimes.
music sometimes.
If I'm going to put music on, I either put on, and this is going to be super random, I'm either putting on like an 80s hair band, so either
Love
Van Halen or
I was listening to Motley Crue today.
Love
Motley Crue.
I was listening to Motley Crue today
Yeah.
with Ben in the car.
Perfect.
Or I'm listening to like Ludacris.
Dude, Ludacris. I'm sorry.
Ludacris is great.
Most random.
I'm sorry,
great.
but Ludacris is my
so
favorite
amazing.
rapper of all time.
Of all time? Of all the
Honestly,
time.
I love Ludacris.
All the time.
Hey,
Okay.
You ever hear Luda do
No, he's
Llama
great.
Llama?
He's great.
Oh
ever hear
god,
him do Llama
Luda's
No.
rendition of Llama Llama. Okay, after we leave,
You know
before
Llama
we
Llama
leave.
Okay.
Red Pajama?
All right, let's do
Kid's
this.
book?
Let's do this. Let's listen to his music real quick.
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
we'll listen.
So obviously, when I listen to music in the car, it's different about who's inside the car with me.
Yes,
Sure.
100%.
Of all times. So if we're also listening to Baby Shark, obviously. If my wife's in the car, a lot of times we listen to what she wants to listen to, which is fine. Which
Yeah.
I have grown this
Which is what?
2 years.
Ellie
She's got
Goulding?
me into like I'm fine with pop music. I like everything.
Okay,
pop
yeah,
music.
sure.
So like country music though.
Okay.
Like I didn't know that this was country. So like I'm easing my way in. So I'm
Gotcha.
not like is it Alan Jackson boot in your ass like that
Yeah.
dude? Yeah, like
Oh no, you're thinking of.
I'm not-
No, you're booting your ass. You're thinking of.
is it Toby Keith? I don't
Toby
know.
Keith.
Is it Toby Keith? Okay, so like maybe
you know.
maybe
Do I?
not.
Fuck you.
I know Toby Keith. I don't remember booting your ass.
It's like
American
the
I'll
American
put
song.
a boot in your ass.
Yeah.
It's the
American-
American way.
yeah.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
So,
you're right.
like-
I was like, come on.
I can't say that that's really like my style of the country, but like there's like Dan and Shay, and
Yeah.
I'm big fans
Yeah.
of those guys, but that's not really like country music,
Right. It's more
Yeah.
pop.
You know, so I'm easing my way into that.
Okay,
So
that's
like
cool.
so cool. I'm listening to stuff that she's into, and that's awesome. But like I'm a big metalhead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Really?
like I love Killswitch Engage.
Yeah.
That they're my favorite band with Seven Dust, Mushroom Head.
I was gonna
fan.
say you guys
Mushroom
do a lot
Head
of
do.
Mushroom Head stuff,
Mushroom Head.
right?
Yeah,
From
yeah,
back
you
in
guys had
Firestone
big-
Pro.
Was that?
Firestone Pro, wasn't that? a
Oh
lot of Mushroom
yeah.
Head
We
stuff?
did tons of Mushroom Head
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. The guy who ran
Yeah.
Yeah.
Firestorm did all their merchandise
Right.
and
Yeah.
all their stuff. Yeah, they're great. So when I'm alone on my way here, I was listening to Seven Dust, the Animosity album,
Okay.
and it's from the night,
it's
maybe
from
early
early
2000s,
2000s.
early
Yeah,
2000s,
yeah.
and like just it's almost perfect.
Yeah. It's
Almost
really good.
perfect.
I
And
love that
it's
kind of
like
stuff. Though.
Avenged
Like, I was listening to
Sevenfold and,
Deftones
like-
the other day.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
Dude,
Deftones.
like-
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, my playlist, like the music I have, is just everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm anywhere from Queen to Deftones to,
Sure.
like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
just everything.
What's the most embarrassing song, the guilty pleasure that's on your playlist?
Ooh,
I'll tell you mine first.
go ahead, because I got to think about this.
Cisco. Drew Hill, all 90s R&B. I'm like
Okay.
a connoisseur.
Hey. Yeah. I'm with you.
90s R&B.
I have
But, like,
Silk.
I
Like,
have a-
I have Silk. Like,
Silk?
Yeah,
Yes.
dude.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I love it.
You know, meeting
Meeting in my bedroom. Yes, excellent.
Yeah,
I know
dude.
all
Oh my
about that.
God.
I know too much about 90s
Jagged
R&B.
Edge,
Yes.
Peaches
J.E.
and Cream.
Heartbreak.
We listened to Peaches and Cream on our way.
It's 112.
112, dude.
That's 112. Yeah.
That's 112.
That's
yeah.
112.
Oh,
I know too much.
that's good, man.
I have a problem.
Hey, I love it.
I have
though.
a Cisco problem. I probably have.
We're calling you. Wasn't that like 112 or was that Silk?
Calling Me was
Calling.
112 featuring Lil Zane. And they were on a
Lil
video with
Zane,
a
dude.
boat. Yeah, Lil Zane, he grew up and became regular Zane.
He became adult Zane.
He's just Zane.
Do all the Lils besides Lil Wayne become?
Yeah,
adults?
they grow up. They grow up.
This,
Lil
beca-
Bow Wow.
this becomes Wayne.
Yeah.
Bow Wow became just regular
Actually,
Bow
Lil
Wow.
Wayne was just like here with
Was
Blink
he?
182.
Oh, he like walked off his tour. I heard.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, I'm done with this because he's too good for.
Blink 182. So he's all.
He just walked on him because it's so cool.
That sucks.
I don't know how that guy makes a gajillion dollars.
He's
I
been
don't
around
understand
forever.
it.
If
I
you're-
don't care if you've been around
when we were,
forever.
when
but
we were
like,
in
he
junior
talks
high school.
talks about trash. He doesn't talk about anything.
Well, he was.
he just rhymes
Who
song
did he start
words.
with?
Cash Money.
Cash Money
Money,
Records.
yeah.
Yeah.
Juvenile.
Yeah.
He was
And,
one of his
400
boys.
The
Degrees.
Shocker
And then he came out 500.
No, that's
Silk the Shocker.
so
No,
the
that was
shocker.
No
then
Limit.
that's no limit,
That was
bro.
No Limit.
All right, we're gonna go. This is
You're
gonna go
right.
forever.
Okay.
All right, listen. So let's do this real quick. You kind of touched on one earlier, but
Which one?
a proud. Well, actually, should we do that last? Should we do the dad
Okay.
hair?
You can do proud dad moment.
do a proud
first.
dad moment.
So, like you talked about Quinn and like
Reading books.
you telling her how to like be.
Not.
You
tell
don't
her
need to be
she's
shy.
Yeah.
You can be brave.
Yeah,
and everything else.
yeah.
That's super awesome. When we talk about proud dad moments, a lot of times we talk about like seeing your kids do something. So, for example, when Quinn reads to
Kyla.
Kyla.
Yeah.
I kept wanting to call her Kylo. Like,
It's fine. She gets
I
it.
secretly
She
remember
understands.
that.
She understands.
He's like, I do it all the time, so it's fine.
She's got the same hair.
Her hair.
Really? Oh yeah,
Her
she
hair.
does.
Her hair is
It's
the
insane.
best,
You know,
man. She reminds me of my
speaking
niece.
of like proudness, like Kylo is a Marine. He was in the
He
Marine
is.
Corps.
He
I
was.
did
He
not
was.
know
Yeah.
that. I did not know
Yeah,
that.
he was medically discharged, I believe.
Okay.
He had like an issue or whatever, but
Okay.
then just decided to go become like an iconic Star
Actor?
Wars villain.
Yeah. He used to just
Unbelievable.
decide
How
to
he
do
just
that.
walked into that, but like it's amazing.
He's a great actor.
No, that's cool. That's really cool.
So yeah, that's kind of cool. I think he served like right around the same time I did. Actually,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
like,
How
just
long? How
before,
long
I
did you
think.
serve?
4 years.
4 years?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. But
Thank
I've
you.
been out for.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. I got out in 2007 though,
Okay.
so it's been a while.
That's all right.
That's a long
Yeah.
time ago.
So yeah, no, proud dad moment is just like something big or small. What's something that
Something
like
sticks
gives
out to
you
you.
pride?
Jeez.
It's been
there's-
one little moment. Anything.
Literally, there's so many, but like, you know, like again, like I said, my thing was like recently was
Yeah, I
Gibbs
mean,
showing
it was
Sloan how
the
to do
reading
webs.
thing, but it
Yeah.
is literally when we sit down and have dinner all together as a family, and I get to see Kyla look at Quinn. And it's as simple as that. You know?
And that's-
Yeah.
Nothing actually happens. She just
you can
adores
see
her.
the wheels turning.
She just adores her, and it's just like, how do you like somebody this much?
Yeah.
Already, and it's
That's her
not, and it's
hero.
not me, and it's not me, and it's
Right.
and that's her hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
But then Amanda and I always talk about it, and it's like Quinn always talked to her in the belly.
Really?
So
That's
she
cool.
would like hug Amanda when she was pregnant, and then just like say nothing, just talking baby talk to her, and then just she knows her voice the most.
That's so cool.
Which is cool, and it's like, man, it's a weird thing to be proud of it because it's literally it's not a weird. Okay,
No, it's not.
Not weird.
There's
Nothing's weird.
There's nothing to be proud of besides the fact that it's just like we're so lucky.
Yes.
We're so lucky.
100%.
And that's it.
That's
it's just,
Love that.
That's perfect.
Love that.
That's the kind of stuff we're looking for right there. And that means something to you,
And it really,
that's the best thing.
That's not blowing smoke either. Like, that is really what we're looking for because, again, that kid that, like, just found out that he's going to be a dad and, like, maybe expects that these huge moments are going to be there every day. Like, those aren't what matter.
No.
Like, those are really cool. Sure.
Yeah, of
like,
course.
there's some big moments that are amazing, but those little moments where you could almost take for granted, but you don't.
Those are the things you don't always pick
sit
up
there
on,
and you're
but
like,
when you do,
right.
that's when it's like,
And you're like, damn,
that's
that is
it.
so cool that these two children of mine are like bonding together.
Right.
Yeah.
Without like being forced to. Without,
Yes.
Yeah.
'cause that's not going to last, right?
Oh,
Like,
sure. They're gonna hate
it's-
each
There's
other.
going to be a
It's gonna be
stage where
terrible.
they're going to be like miserable.
and we've all gone through it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I remember my brothers, like, there's those times where it's like, couldn't stand them. They want to hang out with them. They want to be around them.
Right.
And then eventually came right back together as best friends. But
Yeah.
like, it's just, you go through those stages. So
Right.
right now, this is the moment like that.
And again,
is
going back
it.
to
that's
being-
gold.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's like,
Like me and my brother at a point in time, because he lived in Toronto, we had to live in different countries. And like, that's how we looked at it. It was like, at least I did, I should say. That we had to live in different countries in order for us to get along.
Right.
Because when we got around each other for too long, we would just end up fighting and
I think
bickering.
that's what, that's what actually like, makes the relationship stronger in a way.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think with mine was my brother and I were 2 years apart. When he left to go away to college, that's when we became closer.
Yeah, right.
So it was those times when we come home for holidays. We were
Yeah.
like, really close.
Yeah. Like,
So that's
crap. I actually miss you. You
yeah,
know,
exactly.
Let's hang
Exactly.
out,
You
right?
kind of realize like,
Yeah.
damn, it's like this person means something to me.
So
Like,
when my brother comes, here's another awesome proud moment is like, thank God for technology
Yes.
because we're able to do FaceTime, things like that. So like my daughter knows him.
yeah, because of
And then-
FaceTime.
Yeah, because of FaceTime, and she loves playing
That
with
is
all the
cool.
stupid like the
Yeah.
dragon face
Yeah.
and everything
Yeah.
like that, of course, because she's super cool.
Right.
But like when he comes here, they're like BFFs.
That's awesome.
And then she wants to like, oh, Uncle John, Uncle John, Uncle John, and I'm like, this is crazy because like you've literally never met him before.
Yeah,
Right.
She
Like
knows
in
his face,
person,
though.
but
yeah,
she
Isn't that
knows
amazing?
him, and then she wants to spend time with him. And I'm like, man,
that's cool.
that's everything.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Same.
You're
My mom.
right, though.
My mom lived. She just moved back from Florida. Same thing. It's like we do a lot of FaceTiming, and then she,
My parents live in Arizona.
yeah.
Yeah,
so you got to do it all the time.
It's a great way to conquer the distance.
Right.
And
It
it's,
is.
It's awesome.
It's amazing.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure. Because they might not
you
know.
imagine?
We lived
Like-
in the long distance days.
Imagine
Like,
your parents came here, like for being gone for like a year. Like
Right.
your dad, for
My
example.
dad comes
When's the last
once a
time? Once a
year.
year. He comes for a
Yeah.
birthday party.
Yeah.
They'd be like,
Yeah.
"The hell is this guy?
Who's this?
Well,
yeah.
a really good example is like my grandparents. They have refused to adapt to technology or whatever. They won't
Yeah.
like FaceTime or use cell phones or anything like that. And that's fine.
Yeah.
But like, that's why they don't know who they are.
Yeah, 'cause they
Like,
never
when
see
go
'em.
Visit, and they'll warm up and everything, and it's
Sure.
fine.
But it's not
Get
like
some
right
good
away. It's like
pictures,
that. Boom.
Yeah.
Like, I know who this is.
But like my dad comes home and like my kids run up to him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
They're
we
excited.
FaceTime all the time.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
it's hard to make sure that you like put that in, but then just literally the 20 minutes that you just throw it on there, and you don't even have to talk about anything. That's the best part.
put it
a
up
lot
there.
of times they, like,
just
my
all-
kids won't even talk. They're
all
like,
No,
counts.
they just want
Yeah.
like, and for your parents,
oh, they don't care. They get to
all they
see
want
them
to see is
play.
them play around.
Yeah,
like my mom
they're
will call and be
playing.
like, my mom lives in Menor. I live
Oh,
in Willoughby.
okay.
So it's like,
Still,
she'll be like,
who cares?
can you FaceTime me? I just want to see what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I'll just put the phone up and
Yep.
she'll watch them play around the family room.
So like I don't think about that kind of stuff. That they just want to see them.
Yeah, that's all I
You
want to
know,
do is see them.
they don't care. Like they don't really,
You know what
they don't have a million things going on like we do,
Right.
Because they've already done a million things.
Right.
They've done it.
You know, so
Yeah.
they've done it. So they don't have a million things going on. They just want to see the kids, and it's like, oh yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, so it's like it takes a second. You got to step
Right.
back. So that's the whole lesson of
Yeah.
today is stop, take a second, step back, and then just kind of pay attention to things that are happening
Yes.
around you.
And I think in a lot of moments, so like we have this here, right? We have this.
Phone. That's
Take a lot of videos
yes.
and pictures of the kids.
Yeah.
What I do is I make sure I always send them to my parents. Like,
Yeah.
because they don't get to see them all the
Oh,
time.
yeah.
My parents get to see them like once a week at most, which is still great. Because I mean,
Yeah.
but I send them. I take as many videos and pictures as I can, and I
Yeah.
always pass them on to them, and they love that. My
Yeah.
parents
yeah.
love it. So I guess that could be kind of a dad hack.
Dad hack?
That's the dad hack. I love it. I love it.
So
Taking those
of dad
moments.
hacks,
Yeah, speaking of dad hacks, good segue. You have a dad hack?
we need
Do
a
I
good
have a dad hack?
Yeah,
Do you
well,
know of dad
well,
hacks?
You have
You
a
have
dad
dad
No,
hacks.
I know of dad hacks.
I know you
if
listen.
have a dad hack.
I know you listen. I don't know if you make it. I don't know if you make it to that part, that far in.
Yeah, yeah. We usually do dad
2 hours
hacks
before a dad
towards the
hack comes
end.
in.
Right.
Do you want an example?
I don't know. Yeah, give me something.
I'll
me
give-
something.
Ian's is a lot more interesting than mine.
I don't know if that's true, but I'll give mine if you want.
I can just do a quick one.
Okay, you do it.
All right. For example, a young baby. You know how tough it is changing diapers, right?
Yeah.
So like, not even young. Like what? How old
Like-
is
like the
11 months old? Like
11,
Okay.
12, 13 months.
Not a
they're
year.
kicking
Got
their
it.
legs like crazy when you're
Yeah.
trying to put their clothes on. Trying to put pant legs on. So my dad hack always is put one pant leg on first and push that pant leg all the way up to the top of their thigh. That
Okay.
way they can't kick it off.
Yeah.
And then you pull the other one on after that.
So like the natural
Yeah,
thing,
no.
at least for me, was to try and put both on at once.
And you're trying to
Really?
get both feet in.
Yeah, and that just does not work.
And they start
No.
kicking them. They start kicking. So
Especially if you got the zipper.
Yeah.
So my first part of the dad hack is always buy zippers over buttons.
buttons are the worst. I always miss the buttons. I spend so much time
you're
on
like,
the freaking buttons.
God bless America, and you just redoing it.
Do you scream God bless America a lot?
I just try not to swear, even though
I say it all the time. And Liz like Sam's gonna start saying God bless America. I'm like, God bless
That's fine.
America.
Man, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think. It'll come. Let's talk about other stuff, and then I'll figure it. It'll come. Yeah, absolutely. Don't worry, babe. Still works.
That's what she said.
Ian's is good. You want maybe this will,
I'll
maybe this
go
will
for
help
my
him
dad
think
hack.
about it. Yeah.
So my dad hack is for transition times. So I feel like there's segments in my day-to-day life where all I'm doing is trying to get my children to transition from playing to eating to bedtime routines, from
Cleaning
bedtime
or-
routines to actual bedtime, you know, like getting them to stop what they're focused on and going to something else. And so a lot of times what I'll do is, Gibson, it's time to put your Ninja Turtles away. We're going to eat dinner now.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even know I'm in the room. He's just playing and whatever. And so I'll ask like 3 or 4 times. And finally I start getting frustrated. And I'll go, hey! And he stops. And like he like kind of gets
Got that
startled.
dad voice.
Yeah, the little dad
Yeah.
voice. And he looks at me. I'd be like, all right, I need you to touch the door and then come right over here and touch the couch. Then I need you to go touch the door and then come back over here. And I need you to do 2 push-ups. Then I need you to go touch the door again. Come back, spin around a circle 3 times, sit on your butt, stand up, go touch the door, come back, do 4 jumping jacks, and I'll like go through an impossible list.
Yeah.
And like his little wheels like turn. And he's like, okay, ready, go. And he'll do it. And he'll start, and you know, he might not get it perfect.
But that's
he'll
the
do it.
perfect
And
misdirection.
he'll keep going and then be like, all right, what now? I'm like, all right, now go wash your hands because we're going to go have dinner. And he'll just go do it. Like he completely forgets
Interesting.
about his
Interesting.
Ninja Turtles
Yeah,
or his
yeah, yeah.
Spider-Man or
Yeah.
whatever he's playing with. And he'll start going into the activity that I was trying to get him to do in the first place.
That's
So that is
Excellent.
my dad
Excellent.
hack.
so that made me think of one.
Okay, good.
So the biggest thing is that we notice is that because we have 2 children, Quinn is so in love with helping.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to help too much. So we have to allow her to help. So the biggest thing that we did was we bought a couple of stools.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's one in the bathroom and there's one in her bedroom and there's one downstairs in the the other. No, there's one upstairs and there's one downstairs. We have a split level house, so she can take the one from her bedroom and take it into the bathroom. So like everything that we do, we always include her.
Okay.
So everything, like, oh, you want to help us change the baby, even though she doesn't put a finger on the child whatsoever. Because
Right.
But she's helping.
Yeah, but she's helping because she's included. So all we ever really do is just say, hey, come on over, be included in this next activity that we're doing. And it happens to work out really well because she's like, okay. And then now, especially when there's just one of us,
Yeah.
it's the hardest thing is when you have a crying baby,
Yeah.
and then you have a toddler
Amen.
that's got like 150% energy, and you're running
Yep.
at like 8,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and your battery's at 8, and you're like, okay, this is what I really need you to do.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, and
Okay.
we've been blessed because like my wife stays at home, so she's majority at home taking care of everything. But like these are all the things that when I am able to give her breaks,
Yeah.
that I'm like, okay, I need to learn this stuff.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like it helps out a lot when we're in those pinches and when we just need some time. You
Yeah.
know, so like she needs her breaks. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll take care of everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, Quinn, come with me, and then just help
Yeah.
Help.
Okay, that's
Help.
very good.
me.
That
Help me
is-
do nothing.
That's a very
that's
good
good,
dad
though.
hack
That's-
for
I like that.
especially dealing with 2 children.
Yeah.
'Cause it's
Yes.
hard.
For somebody with 2 children.
Dude, it's hard.
It's very hard. It's very different. Like one is a game changer.
It is.
Completely. I
And
mean,
then-
like think about your
Complete
whole
lifestyle
life.
change.
Your whole life just changed, and you can't do the things that you used to do. So it's different. 2 is going from like, hey, I just got adjusted to these changes, and then we're gonna just ruin all that stuff that you thought was working. It
Yeah.
doesn't work anymore. 3, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea how anyone does it.
Right.
Yeah.
I commend anyone with
Yeah.
Yeah.
all the children. I don't understand. It's amazing.
The women always say, well, I heard it gets easier.
Yeah.
It's like, how?
That's
I'm
gotta
not
be
sure.
Bullshit.
Who's feeding you these lies?
I mean,
How?
we always talk about having 3 because
Yeah.
she has 3 other sisters, so there's 4 in her family. I had 2, so we always talked about meeting in the middle and 3, but I'm like, oh God.
My wife is
Think about
always
like
thought
when
3.
you had 1, like Stevie was just saying, like, or you were just saying actually, like 1 is just tough.
It is.
Yeah,
But,
it's
like,
very-
After like a year of having 1, you're like, oh, all right,
Yeah.
we're good. Like this is still hard, but I'm good.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Right.
Sorry, I was going to push the button. It's this one up here.
Yep.
That's what she said.
Boom. It's
No,
interesting.
it's true, though, because, I mean,
And then that second one comes, and you're just like, 1 was so easy.
when you look back and you think
yeah.
about like I remember Liz going out of town 4th of July when we had just Sam.
yeah.
It was me by myself for that weekend. And at the time I'm like, this is pretty tough.
Yeah.
In hindsight, that was a fucking breeze.
Yeah.
It was so easy. And he was like a baby at the time. So like
You just don't know.
you just don't know anything else.
Right.
Yeah, right. You
Correct.
know what you know, right? And so
At the moment, it's the hardest thing in the universe.
It is.
Yeah.
And then the second one comes along, you're like, this is a little bit tougher. Yeah, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
really tough when you're by
You got
yourself.
2 different, like,
Well,
everything. 2 different everything.
just wait
at
till
all
she
the
starts
time.
moving.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I
2
don't know what we're going to
movers.
do when
2
she
movers
starts.
is tough.
Because she's starting to do the rollover thing, but then we're like,
Well, Quinn
crap,
will
when
like
she starts crawling.
she listens though, so it's like she's probably like for the most part, I'm sure.
Does she listen?
Maybe she knows not to run into the street.
Are you
News
knowing
to me.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
like Sam knows to not go in the street, whereas Ben,
Right.
right.
that kid was beeline it. Like he'll be in the backyard and like he'll get free. His first instinct is go straight down the driveway.
Oh, my goodness.
But you know what he does? He gets down the driveway, running full sprint, right on the sidewalk. Like he like knows, but he used to go straight in the fucking
Like a
street.
barrier, yeah.
Yeah, like
That's
now
good.
he just goes
That's good.
in
Yeah,
his
that's
turns.
definitely
So that's awesome. But
So something that
but
you...
it used to be right into the street.
Jeez.
That's like why is that? Because they know
the
they're not supposed to?
unknown.
So,
Maybe.
It's exploring.
Yeah.
my daughter, Quinn, has a peanut allergy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like that's I don't probably talk about that enough more than I probably should. I should probably talk about it all the time because it's like that's like a whole dynamic that you guys
No.
you deal with it.
Oh,
we
at the
deal with it at
daycare.
the centers, yeah.
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 I've never had to deal
It's
with it.
like bringing a bomb
It
into
is
like
so much less
Than it used to be.
common than it used to. Like
well that's good
7,
news.
8 years ago.
Okay.
Did you guys
every
introduce
other child?
Peanut butter at all? Like,
So we waited for a day where we were both home.
yeah.
And then we just gave her peanut butter, and then she had a hive, and we're like, God bless America. And then we called the allergist, and we saw them that same week, and they're like, yep, she's got it.
Yeah.
So we were like,
Is
okay,
something
we've been working on it, and she knows that she has an allergy, but like,
Yeah, but
I'm terrified.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
I'm terrified when she grows up and then she's 8 years old. She wants to hang out at her friend's house, and then that mom or dad doesn't know
Yeah.
or care, or you know what I'm saying? And then
Just
they
don't think about it.
I'm going to feed you kids, and I'm going to give you a peanut butter sandwich. And I'm like, I don't know.
or like trail mix or
Anything.
that can be- there's
It's
so much that
it's
has
so
that. Yeah.
crazy because we had to make the decision about like because it's not just if it's peanuts, it could be shared
Things that-
lines, it could
right.
be shared facility, and
Yeah.
it's like it's so big and it's unbelievable.
It's scary though too.
And
like,
the companies don't label the way that they're supposed to, so we have to
Yeah.
like, constantly calling them, and it's like, geez,
yeah, I have
Jeez.
noticed that for
But
some
yeah.
reason it's become less.
That's great.
of
I think
a thing.
it's because they're starting to introduce peanut butter and things like peanuts to kids earlier. Whereas I think for a while there, they kind of
Yeah,
started to get that fear of it.
Right, well,
And then
they
that's why it became a
don't.
lot more
Yeah.
common.
So I think we're at the point where we will be able to introduce potential challenges.
Yeah.
So we can maybe.
There's something
beat
you
this
should
thing.
grow out of it. Is that something that happens with peanut butter?
Yeah,
peanut allergies?
yeah. It's like it sucks. It's 20% chance before
Yeah.
they're age 5, and it's like that's not
not
great.
yeah.
That's not
No,
great.
no.
But like we're gonna go. We're
yeah.
gonna fight.
What are you gonna do?
We're gonna fight. We're gonna see what
And you
happens.
figure it out.
Right.
Because it's only because I fear for when she wants to hang out with her friends.
Yeah.
Right.
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 And like other parents that just may not be educated, might not care. I don't know.
Right.
And like, how do I protect her from eating
Yeah. What are you
cake
Gonna do?
at someone's birthday
Yeah,
party?
well-
It's like, geez, this
We
is
just had a
stupid.
friend this weekend that told us that their daughter is allergic to eggs.
Yeah, dairy, right? Yeah, and eggs. Yeah,
That's like
yeah.
a lot.
Soy,
So-
soy, I think is the hardest one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like
in
in
everything.
everything.
It's everything.
Yeah.
So,
So all food allergies, very, very hard. Thank goodness for thank God for social media and like all the crazy moms that are out there. Thank you, all you crazy moms.
Yeah.
You really actually, honestly help.
does make it
For
easier.
sure.
Sound
It makes-
insane when you're talking to people that don't know, that don't have to deal with it. But the fact
when somebody
is-
has to deal with it.
yes, because they help us, our family directly all the time. So thank you.
That's great.
So yeah, you have to deal with that all the time.
Yep.
When you run.
Yeah,
your store.
it's funny. So there's actually a certification that centers can get for being peanut free.
Okay.
Now we have not done that. However, we are peanut free as far as we can tell. Like we've gone through our menus and stuff
Sure.
like that, and like
What's the big
we
deal?
have not done the certification.
That's a good-
So
that's
we don't
safe.
call ourselves.
It's a big deal if
peanut-free-
you say it,
right.
because once you
is.
say it,
Right, then you're really on
Lawsuits
the line. Right. So
are
we don't
ready.
say it.
let's be
But
real.
we do advise
Sweet.
that,
Yeah.
like, hey, we've done our best to
Yeah.
make sure that there's nothing in our
Yeah.
facility.
Right, and it's
That's all
like,
you can do.
But how do you protect? It's I don't understand how in your position, how would you protect
Well,
my
the reason
family
that we
versus
didn't-
mom and
Right.
mom and dad over here that are like,
So the reason,
this is
well, it's kind
this
of
is
messed
what we
up
can
too, though.
afford,
Right.
Yeah.
and
Right.
like we can. This is what we got.
Right. So the reason that we didn't do it though is because the state of Ohio says that if a family brings in a food or a meal that is comparable to the nutrition standards that we follow,
Okay.
we cannot withhold that food from that child. which makes sense.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
You don't want to, whatever.
Of course.
So even if we had that designation and Steve brings his kids in with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and the protein levels and everything else are comparable to our nutrition standards, we can't withhold that. And so then we're now at the risk of, okay, well, what table is that child sitting at with that peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
And
even though we don't serve that, and we've told you that we don't serve that.
But somebody else brought it in.
So that's why we always throw the caveat in there. Yeah.
I don't want my daughter sitting at a table by herself.
That's the tough part.
There, and it's
Right.
like, man, this sucks.
Right.
This is such a hard thing.
Yeah.
It is tough because
And
think-
then all the birthday parties that we go to, we just make extra. We just here, babe,
your own.
and then I'm like, hey, mom, dad, here's this extra cupcake. Give it to Quinn when you're doing the cake thing, please.
Yeah.
And just understand.
yeah,
Right.
And then
That's
they're
tough,
like,
man.
that's
That's-
weird. Whatever. I mean, everyone's cool,
I was
but
gonna say, yeah, it's
but
gotta be
it's
a
like
pretty-
it's just different.
that's just a tough
When
thing.
we were growing up, this has never been a thing.
Right.
Never
right.
been a thing, and then all of a sudden, here we go. And then I'm like, man, I haven't eaten peanut butter in years.
I don't know if I could survive. We eat so
You
much
can.
peanut butter.
You can, but it sucks.
I know. but,
Me,
like, we eat so much peanut butter.
Amanda and we went to a wedding, and it was just us over the evening.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, I'm going to treat her. And then I bought us a Reese cup to share, like the 2-pack. And we were like, oh,
the
man.
forbidden fruit.
Oh, man, this is so good.
Oh yeah,
We're like, this is living.
right.
babe, you want to get crazy
You
tonight?
know, get Let's get
Check this out.
Reese Pieces.
Look in the
some
look,
Reese's Pieces.
look in the bag. I packed something special for tonight. Ooh,
I got Jif and all the Schwabel fries.
I got Jeff, Peter Pan. I got it all.
I got it all. Crunchy, creamy, whatever you need. I didn't even bother with the jelly.
Yeah, fuck jelly. Peanut butter.
I love a good jelly.
Speaking of jelly, are you guys grape guys or strawberry? guys?
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
Yeah.
I like.
I mean,
so here's the thing.
I'm a fan of all
I love-
jams.
Apple butter to this guy.
No, I'm not that guy. That's Arco.
Dude,
I love
apple butter.
I do like it, but that's not my go-to. I love grape. Okay, but we have to change it from time to time because I can't have grape all the time. So I go to strawberry.
Yeah.
And I go strawberry.
Yeah.
I'm a
strawberry
mostly
guy.
strawberry,
I'm a
but
strawberry guy.
I love
if I
grape.
deviate from the strawberry, I go blackberry.
Oh, I just don't go.
Blackberry.
I just don't
Don't
go.
go.
You just stay, huh?
I stay true. I stay true.
I
I know who I am.
I
I know who I
understand.
am.
Strawberry preserves.
I like to experiment. I like the
Hey, you know what?
elderberry and
What about when you go?
Apricots.
not so much on the apricot.
Okay, let's just take it
Get
easy.
weird.
If
Get
you
weird.
like apricots, then you might be a serial killer. I'm just saying. But I like if you go to like a restaurant, they have the mixture of the
They do.
the
Mixed berry.
Oh yeah.
kind of good.
Sammy's. You ever go to Sammy's?
Yes,
Sammy's
Is that the place?
Great.
dude.
It's the best place.
I haven't been there in so long.
We used to
the
go
best.
there
there
all the time.
Go
all
there.
the time.
Go there right now. $5. That's plus tip. You get the best meal of your life.
Seriously,
so good.
rice pudding at the end of the night. You ever have rice pudding?
Yeah,
So freaking good there. From there, rice pudding with the whipped cream on top, and they put cinnamon sugar on top. I was just talking about this the other day.
it's
I
so
told my
good.
wife, I'm like, we haven't been to Sammy's in years.
Dude, we
have
used to go
all the time.
all the time.
Yeah. Well, my wife, her
Before we
family
had
lives
kids.
in the Headlands, so we
Before the kids.
go
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
My brothers live in Fairport, so it's
Okay.
like, we used to
Perfect.
go there all the time.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You want a treat? Go to Fairport Family Restaurant.
Oh yeah, that is good.
Fairport
We went there that one year,
Dude, they have their
during
foods.
Mardi Gras, right?
Yeah.
Like we went there. Yeah.
Give it a try.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Gary,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for enlightening us and educating us.
Listen, I
on
feel
Marvel.
woke.
I feel woke AF.
Wow.
How dad am I? AF. I feel woke AF right now.
Wow.
No, for real though. Like
Seriously, man.
so much fun nerding out with you for a little bit.
Seriously, man. You taught me some things. I got to go look up some things online when I get home.
I love
Maybe tomorrow because it is kind of late.
It is late.
I
I'm
love
sorry. That's my
seeing
fault.
what you do
Not
with your
at all.
girls.
Thank you.
Like you clearly have a lot of fun.
Too much. Too
No,
much.
there's no such thing.
There's no such
No
thing.
such thing. You have a lot of fun.
You have the
It's
passion.
great.
You have the passion for it. Like we're not pros, but I mean, you seem like a great dad to me.
Oh, thank you. I
And
mean,
you guys have a passion for it, man. And I can see, I mean, just the stories you tell, things like that. It's awesome, man. Appreciate you coming on here and sharing your stories. So you get, I mean, you didn't get emotional. You said
I
you
didn't.
might.
I
You
didn't.
said you might.
I might.
I
I
was
can see how
hoping
you.
for it.
I was hoping for it too.
Disclosure. This
Yeah.
is disclosure.
I can see how you could.
I'm not crying. I'm not crying. I'm not.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
You're crying.
I work out.
No, it's right. No, like seriously, like this means a lot to me. It means a lot to me to be on here. Like I didn't really have a father in my life. My mom, single mom, she raised me and my older brother. So like being able to be a father and be around and do the things I'm able to do means so much. So being able to maybe share a point or two, at least some very important information about superheroes to other fathers, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you're doing, please, and I know everyone can agree with me to please continue doing everything that you're doing.
Thanks, man.
I would be happy to come back anytime to drink more of these beverages that are delicious and hang out with you guys because you're doing such a marvelous job.
Thanks, man.
Love it. Thank you.
We
very
appreciate
much.
that.
Appreciate that.
I am working my way through your library.
I appreciate
But I
that.
have subscribed. So if you haven't subscribed to the Talking Dads, take 1 second out of your moment of your day and grab your phone right now. Grab that podcast app and like the Talking Dads. Subscribe to them right here, right now. Do it.
Ultimate hype man. Love that.
I love
Yeah,
that. I was going to
thank
say,
you.
this guy, hype man, you're the best at it.
You know what's funny is like when we were doing the wrestling thing, and
Yeah.
I was like, Roby, you have to do all the talking because like, Dad, I don't want to do any of it. I just want to do the flashy stuff.
Do the flips and stuff.
Do the flips and kick people in the head and all that stuff. And then
Right.
and then because of all of that,
I can see that.
I was able to like do a lot of the community stuff and
right.
do some of the things that like I used to be afraid of doing. And then I was like, okay, now
I would imagine that would bust you out of any kind of shell.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Because like if you
Yeah.
want to make it in that world, like you have to
have that actor.
play the part.
Yeah.
Right? Like
The music hits
yeah.
and then you walk through the curtain and that's it.
I bet that's a really cool feeling.
It's the best feeling in the universe.
Like we don't even like do characters. Like this our show is obviously us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like still
You
when
gotta
we
perform.
hit like record or we hit play, we are very much like it's like a rush.
You have to deliver.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah,
deliver
like there's
no
a
matter
little bit
what
of
it is.
pressure, right? Like you have
tons
to
of
do
pressure.
it.
There's
Just
always
tons of
going to be that
pressure.
nerve when you start that. Like
Right.
when
What do
you're
we-
doing this.
Like we had no script.
Nope.
There's nothing here. So you guys have to really like make this whole thing flow.
Right.
And that's very, very difficult. I challenge anyone that thinks they can do a better job than these two gentlemen to try to run their own podcast because it's impossible. It's seriously very, very, very hard to create a theme and then consistently deliver it episode over episode. And you guys have done that for how many? 17?
17, yeah.
This is 17.
Seriously.
Yeah. It's
So
pretty cool.
commend you both
you.
for doing
Thanks,
such
man.
a tremendous
Thank
job.
you very much.
Keep doing what you're doing. There's so many dads in Lake County
You want to talk to them all?
that we can hear.
You wanna
Yeah.
talk to them all.
So we need dads to reach out to you and say, I
Yeah.
want on.
Yes.
I want on.
Absolutely.
I got things to share. I got hacks.
You got
I got
hacks.
dad hacks.
I got hacks, baby.
Love some
I
dad
got
hacks.
Come on if you got
dad
hacks. If you got those hacks, come on. Bring it.
All right, very cool. Let's wrap episode 17. Once again, thank you very much. I appreciate all the kind words. Love everything that you do. We didn't even get to half the stuff that you do within the community and like stuff that
worries.
you
It's never enough
selflessly
time.
do. But you're a great dude.
Thank you.
I hope that we can hang out a little bit more actually, because I
Please.
see you every once in a while, but like
Let's hang out more.
we do more.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Have me
We
back
need
on
more.
34.
We need more.
Okay.
We'll double
Book it.
up.
Book it.
I love it.
Do it.
Thank
All
you,
right,
gentlemen.
Episode 17, Talking Dads. As Gary so thoughtfully recommended, make sure you like, subscribe, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter,
Your favorite podcast.
favorite podcast, whether it's Apple or Google or Spotify.
All that. I
think that's
Subscribe.
all that we're
Pound that
on.
button. You hit that.
And we will see you next time, podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we love you. Thank you.
We do love
Thank
you.
you, thank
we
you.
do love you. Cheers, fellas.
Thanks, gang. Cheers.
To the empty glasses.
Yeah, I got a little bit left.
I got a little sipper there.
All right.
Good night.
Hey guys, if you like what you just heard or watched, please don't be shy. Give us a like, subscribe, follow us on our social media pages, and drop us some comments, literally, about anything. Your support means the world to us and legit keeps us going. And most of all, thank you for all of your support.